rioters and other kind of rioters.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe. Hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pocket.
Y'all tell me what they say.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more
shit
do
off.
you want from me?
You say I'm this or I'm that.
Right. They want to melt us all down. That's what globalization is. They want to globalize the government, the economy, and the population. They want a global government. They want to globalize.
Throughout this whole interview, if Kanye would have just like backed off the Hitler shit, he probably still would have been good, but he stood 10 toes on that.
Is the economy through free trade.
There's no culture.
Exactly. And the population through immigration. And they want to make it so that in 50, 100 years, there are no distinct nations. There's no distinct peoples. There's
So nobody can stand up to him.
Right. Just a slave class, undifferentiated. That's what they want.
This is the future president you're talking to right now.
Is Nick your running mate?
He's not old enough.
Yeah, Nick, how old are you?
I'm 24. Maybe in a few cycles.
I think Nick is just like getting experience from you know, if Kanye is really going to launch a campaign, I think him working with Kanye is just going to be like an internship damn near. Obviously there's no way he can genuinely in his mind believe that Kanye could win the presidency. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say that it's impossible, but I don't see that shit happening at all.
And Trump loved Nick. He looked at me and said, find this kid. He had no idea until, what's the guy that wrote the speech that you didn't like?
Jason Miller.
Jason Miller lied afterwards after they found out who you were. And what did Jason say in the press to start off? Because it started to be like a series of lie after lie after lie and fake. It wasn't a tweet. It was the truth social after truth social after truth social. So give them the rundown on that.
Yeah. So initially, we didn't publish anything about the dinner. It was rumored that Ye went to dinner with Trump. Then it was rumored that I was at the dinner because I walked through the airport in Miami. Then there was a statement from Jason Miller, who spoke as a representative for Trump. And he said, well, Nick Fuentes was not at the dinner. And it was only at that point, which was a lie. It was only at that point when we began to respond. And Ye said, he can't say that. Nick was at the dinner. That was a lie.
But I mean, I actually like the speeches that Jason Miller wrote. Maybe, I mean, he was just scared.
Who was scared? Trump?
No, I mean, I think Miller thinking it was a setup, but I mean, I think that's what they thought. They thought, oh, this is a setup. And I think that's where that fear came from.
But people got to stop lying. Our leaders, our politicians have to stop being afraid and being so political, and we have to put Christ first. And if anything comes from this, like the best thing that could come from this is I'm the president of the United States in 2024. The worst thing that could come from this is our leaders are held to Christian values, not Zionist values. Now, let's talk about the difference of Trump's truth socials.
Yeah. So he put out 3 successive posts. There's 3 responses from Trump on Truth Social, and they just get more sort of erratic as the pressure grows. You know, the first one, he says, it was a very uneventful dinner. I did meet with Ye. The next post was, I don't know who Nick Fuentes was, and it was totally uneventful. The third one, he says, Ye, a very troubled man who happens to be black, came for badly needed advice. And so it just kept getting more and more sort of angry and erratic. And I think what Ye's getting at, and I don't want to put words in his mouth, but Trump is surrounded by handlers. He's surrounded by people like Jared Kushner and Jay.
That is true now. See, I know a lot of people love Trump, but he got handlers as well. He's trying to win. He's trying to do his thing, but he definitely has handlers.
Jason Miller, he's got 3 campaign managers.
Jared Kushner bailed because he got what he wanted out of Trump, right? What did Jared do when Trump was in office?
He got the Abraham Accords. Jared Kushner with his best friend, Bibi Netanyahu, at 666 Fifth Avenue. They brokered the Abraham Accords, which opened up investment from the Gulf states into Israel.
What did Netanyahu have to say about it exactly?
Netanyahu loves it, of course, because this.
But let's expand on that.
I love Jerry. Hey, this is Ned. Okay.
No, keep going. My point is that it's fair, though, for Trump that is a political attack to claim that he endorses or represents even the views they claim you hold that you don't hold. So clearly, you can see how the media is using you guys as an attack on Trump.
They're using us to try to put this guy we've never heard of, DeSantis, in office. Like, DeSantis is going to play by the book. The thing about Trump is this guy is one of the best presidents we have. He's top 5 presidents. He's right there with Ronald Reagan. And he was a Wharton grad. He's one of the best businessmen of all time. And the entire time he was the president, the Jewish media attacked him. They were mad because,
I mean, unacceptable dinner is crazy. Like, he can't sit down and have dinner with people. I mean, what the fuck? That's wild.
He was actually working for the country, and now they're doing everything, including this meeting, to try to say he's not allowed to meet with. This is INFOWARS. Who are you to say who the president can meet with? Netanyahu. Like, I'm not gonna. The Holy Spirit fills me up, and the less sin I have, the less angry I get. You know, so you can't make me angry. But if I was another version of Ye, the Kanye West that you guys know, I would be angry at Netan for even speaking on one of the best presidents, one of our best presidents of all times. Shut the bless up, Netan.
Shut the bless up.
This is from Ye. Now you know who I am. Do you know who I am now, Netanyahu? You know who I am now, Jared Kushner? You know who I am, Josh Kushner? Let me tell you something about Softy Josh, right? Marshmallow Josh was at a dinner. I'm at Jared's house, Jared and Ivanka's house. And I didn't realize at the dinner that Josh Kushner had 10% of Skims, which was my ex-wife clothing line, which I have 5%.
Shout out to Eric with the $10 Cash App. Says great work. Thanks, brother.
And it's one of the reasons why, even after the attack where Ari Emanuel had all of my deals destroyed, I was still worth $400 million, right? And still had $250 million of cash available, right? So, Josh, I say, what do you think about Jared working for me in 2024? And Josh looks at Jared and says, oh, I would kill him. And so then towards the end of the meeting, I'm leaving their apartment. They do like a soft hug because I think like Jared, as soft as Jared is, he has to hug Josh extra soft so, you know, he doesn't melt like toilet paper. And what I realized afterwards that Josh had 10% of a line that I only had 5% double, where Skims is an extension of Yeezy. It's an
damn, yeah. So that is kind of wild that Josh Kushner has 10% of the Skims Kim Kardashian clothing line, I guess, and then Kanye only has 5%, and he's her husband. Yeah, that's wild.
An extension of my brand. Literally, I put the creative director from Yeezy at Skims. Because at first Skims was a lingerie line. And then it was Kris Jenner's idea to make it a shapewear line. And I said, I have the perfect person. Let's take these elements of Yeezy and let's put this here. And then Josh goes in and puts $150 million from investment firm to then control something that my ex-wife was making for our children.
No, I get it. So you're at this meeting and literally realizing, oh my God, I own this and ran this. This guy's double what I get. You didn't even know he was the owner.
Yeah, and that's what I explained to Jared. I was on text with Jared. I said, what if I had 10% of a line with Ivanka and you didn't know and you only had 5%? I'm sure you.
But what if he learned you own 10% of 666 Park Avenue? He'd be pissed.
Or what if I had 10%?
Yeah, that's wild.
Of that 800, how big was the deal that he did after he got out of?
So what you're saying is we need reparations from Hollywood. We need the Hollywood elite that have almost all the money. They need reparations to America.
Wait, I want to talk about how Jared did that first deal.
You hear what I'm saying?
With Netin.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, he got billions. And this is something that was covered in the Wall Street Journal. Jared Kushner brokered the Abraham Accords with Netanyahu. And before Trump was even out of office, they were arranging for how Kushner could take a massive fee from.
Okay, but separate from Kushner getting money, I don't like Kushner. He glows in the dark. He's creepy as hell. I mean, that's a good peace deal to get the Arabs and Jews to quit killing each other. I mean,
but John, and I agree with you to some extent. But John,
I mean, actually, that's a pretty. I said that's something good Kushner did. I mean, I don't like Kushner, but
he did it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we got things. Yeah.
And I would say
I'm not defending him. I'm saying, isn't it good to try to get Middle East peace?
Let's ask Nick.
Yeah, Nick, go ahead.
If you want Middle East peace, you have to go to Israel because Israel is the one who has been bombing Syria. Israel's the one that's.
And they got 200 nuclear weapons. They ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. And that's why they killed JFK and RFK was because of they were trying to get their WMD program off the ground. Operation Apollo. It was Jack Kennedy that wanted IAEA inspectors looking into it.
No, and that is probably one of the main, that's one of the reasons Kennedy got killed. That was
what we need to say right now, and we're going to bring Ali on in a second, is both of my parents were educators, right? And we're here as the educators. That's what's in our heart. When we get the information, we put ourselves at risk to give you the information. There's a lot of teachers, incredibly intelligent people that have been canceled and kicked out of universities for not playing along with the system. So stop looking at us like celebrities, like we're trying to get media. We're using our position, putting our finances.
Dubs, he writes a insightful comment. He says, is it true that 1% of people on Earth own 99% of its wealth? That makes excuse me. He said that makes communism sell, in my opinion. Well, yes, but those individuals are communists, and then they, on the back end, they call other people communists when they're actually communists or fascists or socialists, if whatever the fuck you want to say. They're the actual ones who, you know, I ideally believe in this type of government, but they'll call you one because it's a derogatory term. But then because communism is all about centralization. It's you know, opposing decentralization and its centralization of government to pretty much ration out or distribute wealth, which isn't good because you see how the government is handling shit now. So the people who are, you know, promoting communism are most likely, or the people who are, you know, bashing people who speak about free speech as communists are the people who are actually communists. It's weird.
Putting our
So it is what it is.
What's good, cyberspace? It's a Black Gen Z mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video. All right, guys. So we are going to watch the rest of the Kanye Alex Jones interview. I'm going to pull it up right now. Let's get right into it. We were highly entertained from the first half. This is part 2. Yesterday, I went live on the Brittany Griner discussion, which what I'm going to do now is just kind of go over that briefly. When it comes to Brittany Griner, we spoke about Paul Whelan and how he was not negotiated in the release as well. The L's that America took in this trade. I mentioned that the trade was like trading Steph Curry for Nate Robinson, and it pretty much showed weakness from our point of view for trading Brittany Griner for the Merchant of Death. Now, we are happy that Brittany Griner is back home, but at the end of the day, it was a poor trade. So also, guys, make sure you hit that PayPal, hit that Cash App. This is another live stream, another demonetized live stream, rather. So make sure you hit that Cash App. Make sure you hit that PayPal. Also, subscribe to the Patreon. I'm still trying to get more content on the Patreon, back up all of my content there. Hit the Rumble up, free speech. We're streaming on Rumble right now. We're streaming on Twitch, sub on Twitch or whatever they call it on Twitch. YouTube, we're streaming Facebook, Rumble. So, make sure you guys are following me on multiple platforms, because I don't know how long I will be on this platform, because YouTube is definitely stifling my numbers. They don't want me to grow, and it's looking like they want to get me all the way up out of here. So I'm just going to try. I'm going to try and continue to keep doing what I'm doing. But in the event that I am removed, just make sure you're following on other platforms, preferably the Rumble or the GoFundMe. And if you want to support, buy the merch, which is in the link in the description box below, and hit the PayPal and the Cash App. So let's get back into this Alex Jones interview with Nick Fuentes.
And they know that. That's why Prometheus shows that. All right, Laura, thank you so much. Thank you. Closing comments or yay? I want to move on to
Laura,
Ollie and
thank
folks.
you very much for calling and talk later. Thanks a lot.
All right, so good. That's good. Great. Nick, see you in Florida. You want to say something before we go to Ollie, Alexander, and Owen?
Yeah, I want to jump in and say that I agree. I think, though, that it's not so much about the Bill of Rights. I think it's really more about Christianity. I think that what America needs is a Christian party.
Oh, I agree. Politically, it's about our freedoms, but you're right. Christ is first.
Right. And it gets to the nature of Judaism, which is the fact that Jews do not believe that Christ was the Son of God. And in fact, they're the only group that hate Jesus. Muslims see.
Look at Kanye. Damn, trying to balance the so y'all can get a better view. He's trying to balance the Yahoo bottle on the Bible. Very disrespectful. He's acting very childish in this interview, which we basically pointed out throughout the last one. I'm really disappointed in Kanye. Okay, I'm glad he is coming to have conversations and open the forum. But I wish he would have taken it a lot more seriously. He's obviously being a class clown in this situation, and these are not laughing matters, especially when it comes to what he's going through, not only for his own sake, but for his family's sake and his children's sake as well.
Jesus as a prophet. Buddhists, Hindus see Jesus as a spiritual figure. Jews write in their Talmud that Christ is burning in hell. They don't like the cross.
Well, I think that's because he's kind of was taking over the thing. So at the end of the day, we worship a Jew, or we say he's not really a Jew.
It's not the same thing, though, because the kind of Judaism that we have now is not of the Old Testament. It's of the rabbinical oral tradition. So these people are worshiping.
They're not following the Old Testament. They're following the Zohar and the Talmud and all that.
That's right. Exactly. Yes.
I mean, people should read that for themselves. What about Haile Selassie? Because this is what happened to Kyrie Irving, and it made me really mad because when I was a kid growing up.
I think he mispronounced it wrong. It's Haile Selassie. So that's what he's talking about when it comes to Kyrie. Kyrie, he has tattoos of Selassie and all that kind of stuff. He's into ancient Egyptian mysticism, if you will. So very interesting there with Kyrie Irving. He also believes in the flat Earth based off of biblical texts and different maps back in the day. I'm not saying that, you know, he's correct in that. I don't know. And I'm not gonna, honestly, like, everything's a damn lie. I can't say definitively what's going on here, but you know, it's interesting. I just love having the discussion in general, and I don't think it should be censored. But I myself am not necessarily a flat earther. I'm interested in the discussion, but not necessarily. They haven't had me drinking the Kool-Aid. So
reading comic books and stuff. I could read really early. When I was like 5, I could read like a 10-year-old. When I was 10, I could read like a college student. And so I put down comic books when I was about 8 because my mom had all these history books, and with some of them were picture history books. So then I started reading those. And it's like a fact that Solomon married a bunch of black women. It's a fact that Ethiopia was Jewish. It's a fact that North Africa was Jewish.
Facts. That is facts. Like and there's so many issues when it comes to what they're trying to do to Kyrie and Kanye, you know, and when it comes to the context of them claiming Hebrew lineage and whatnot, because the reality is, how do I say it? The small hats of a lighter complexion, they don't want to accept the darker skinned, quote unquote, small hats. Okay. Because honestly, they might end up fucking around and being outnumbered. Really. That's why I think they don't really want to count them, because, I mean, all throughout Africa, you can look through the history. There were plenty of Africans, black people, who were, in fact, Jewish. And even to this day, you still have a lot of Ethiopian Jews. When I showed you guys that debate from the 1950s, we saw an Ethiopian Jew, the big head brother, who we broke down, and he was not rocking with the Christians or the Muslims back in the day. And that was in the 50s, and it was an open discussion, and they were able to have that discussion. But nowadays he would be considered Islamophobic, because they don't really have a quote unquote phobia for Christianity, or at least I'm not saying that they don't have a phobia for that. I'm sure there's a word, but they don't promote a phobia for Christianity in the mainstream, because, you know, they want to degrade Christianity as much as they can, in my opinion.
It's a fact that went on, and that Kyrie Irving puts out a video explaining that a bunch of North African blacks are intermarried and part Jewish, and Israel lets a bunch of blacks in because they can prove that their lineage, their name.
Yeah, and that study came from Duke University, and it's not even about the intermarriage either. It's people who are in Africa, you know, who hold that Y chromosome. So, you know, people are gonna wake up eventually, and you know, history has definitely been turned upside down. That's what I can say.
Names are Jewish names. So how is it anti-Semitic? And how does the ADL say it's anti-Semitic for black people who are related directly to King Solomon and King David, the line of Judah, which Haile Selassie was the leader of Ethiopia? That's where this whole movement comes from. To act like they don't know this. I'm not blaming Jews for this. I'm blaming the leftist ADL. To deny black Jews their heritage is a historic fraud. It's a damn historic fact. It's on Wikipedia. It's not even debated.
It's true, but it's not just the leftists, it's the right-wing ones too, you know, because in Israel, Ye was just showing me a clip the other day where they are racist towards the Sudanese or Ethiopian black Jews.
Facts. And I told you guys, I showed you guys the article from, I think it was 2014, where they were basically sterilizing black female Ethiopian Jews, and, you know, it basically doing Planned Parenthood over there in Israel. So they've definitely got some issues. They've definitely got some splaining to do. And I think, you know, it was disgraceful that Barkley and Shaq came out and called Kyrie an idiot when they have no idea. You could tell they have no idea about the black Jews that are in Africa who are seeking who are seeking, a homecoming by going to Israel only to be treated like subhuman. So very disrespectful. And I think this is what they're talking about here when Nick Fuentes is saying, yes, the right-wing Jews are racist as well, but they won't point that out. See, if you point out that they're being racist, then they'll call you anti-Semitic if you say, hey, a lot of those Jews in Israel are racist. I mean, I've even seen I've seen passport bros, travel bros go to Israel and be like, yeah, that ain't the move. Like, it's not going to be how you think it's going to be. OK, you're not going to be welcomed in open arms. Now, I'm not saying that that's an everywhere in Israel. OK, I'm not saying that that's everywhere. But what I am saying is it is a fact that the women were being given pokey pokes. I don't want to say the V word, but they were given pokey pokes so that they could not reproduce. And I think that is an atrocity for sure.
Jews that immigrate into Israel, they kick them out. There's quotas.
Well, I mean, Israel's even mean to the Hasidic Jews now. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're waging war.
Right. So, and I agree with you. And what they've done to Kyrie Irving is just
Take Dr. Zelenko, beautiful person, wonderful guy. He'll tell you, he goes, yeah, that's what runs Israel's evil, and so is your groups.
Ben Shapiro just mad that Kyrie won't sign his basketball.
And yeah, I mean, what they're doing, especially Kyrie, because Kyrie, you could tell, like, genuinely, I don't know exactly what Kyrie Irving is into, and I don't know him personally and all this kind of stuff. Disclaimers, right? Just in case he do some nut shit. But you could tell Kyrie genuinely is a good guy. And the way they're attacking his character, bro, it's sad, bro. It's fucked up. Like, he's just so likable. And there was no type of disdain for Kyrie until he started learning and working through ideas that he had through his own research, which there shouldn't be an issue with that. So, and I did watch the documentary from Hebrews to Negroes and all that kind of stuff. I like the documentary. The first 15, 20 minutes was damn near an ad campaign, but after that, they was dropping some info, and I was like cross-referencing. I got through an hour of it. Maybe we'll do a whole breakdown on YouTube, but I got through an hour of it, and they was dropping some info. There was some credible information in there, and there was some, maybe what you could say hyperbole, maybe. What really got Kyrie in trouble was they had the 6 or 7 things that the small hats conspired to propagate in natural society or whatnot. And I'm not going to list those things, but that's pretty much what got Kyrie in trouble. Specifically, one of those things had to do with what went down in the Holocaust, and not necessarily denial of its existence, but questioning of the original story. And that's all I can say there.
Back to you, Nick.
But what about that issue? I'm sure you know about Haile Selassie and Kyrie Irving. Your take on Kyrie?
That's my brother. And I love the fact that just like now, it felt like you were in this battle by yourself, but now you got 2 warriors alongside of you, like gargoyles at the top of the buildings in New York, ready to fight for Christ. And when Kyrie put up that information, they always want to write me off and say, Ye is just so crazy, so crazy, so crazy. And then Kyrie was like, okay, here goes some information right here. Information is the unlock. There's 5 elements.
And shout out to Kyrie Irving, for his overall bravery. I fuck with Kyrie. One of the best point guards to do it. I think he dropped a 30-piece the other day. I mean, he's ill. He's a dope nigga.
Elements that the 1%, the elites, use to control the 99%, which are the masses. Those elements are water, food, shelter, medicine, and education. Which one of those 5 elements are the most important? Education. Because with the knowledge, you can go get water, you can go get food, you can get shelter, and you can get medication.
They don't want independence.
Okay, Kanye snapping. He just went off. He just went off for there.
I agree. And Kyrie fought for something. And then also, for me, Kyrie, I love Kyrie. He did what his job was. They had the Hebrew Israelites in front of the game, and now the high schools. I always think about the high schools. I always think about the future, the grammar schools, the high schools. These are the people that are going to change our lives. So the high schools are asking questions. People are running around saying, "Oh, Ye's racist." What is the term racism was created? And I think the construct of racism was created.
The communist Russians.
Yeah. And it's like the whole woke culture.
He ain't have no idea. That nigga Alex Jones had to pitch in and help him out. He's like, yeah, the communist Russians. Yeah.
The idea of the white man did this, the Jewish guy did this. Now I'm saying specifically the bankers. I think my misstep in the tweet was to pinpoint a people as opposed to pinpointing the devil and the fact that the devil used to have that. But more than that,
yeah, and I think that's where Kanye went wrong, just generalizing all the small hats. And I think it's totally legit to, just like you can say, oh well, you know, black guys dominate the athletes in the NBA. Yes, they do, and the NFL. Yes, they do. But you can also say, but most of the owners are white and or small hats. And then I don't see anything's wrong with that. And then you can even go as far to say, well, yeah, you know, the small hats run Hollywood and entertainment and media companies, because they do. I mean, I don't see why there was an issue with saying that. And if it wasn't an issue, why did they, like, if there's nothing going on, then why did they blow it up and make it seem like a big deal just because Kanye said that the small hats run the media companies? Because when you look at it, yeah, they do. I mean, it is what it is. So, and we already explained this in the last breakdown video, just like you could say, oh, well, you know, these Crips and Bloods, they're black gangs. The GDs, they're black gangs. Or the Italian mafia, you know, they had hella influence and whatnot. I mean, any group can have their own mafia. It just so happens that if you do say, oh, there's a small hat mafia, now you're anti-Semitic.
It was my disobedience to God that forced me into the whale's stomach as I am right now. But it's only my obedience to God that's going to bring me out of the whale's stomach.
Well, let's elaborate. You're not walking back what you said. You are clarifying it, which is key. It's evil in the hearts of men and women that's a problem. And so you're not walking it back. You're clarifying. This is big.
Let's clarify. Satan, the angel, God's one of his favorite angels, one of the most powerful angels.
The most powerful.
Yeah. Satan. That's what I like. The most powerful angel, Satan.
And like I said, Kanye knows exactly who Satan is. And this is where I kind of have to fall back from Kanye, because I mean, he is saying a lot of Jesus and Christ, you know, stuff. But at the end of the day, what I seen with the Sunday service and the Donda shit, that convinced me that either he was a Satanist himself, or, you know, maybe the people around him, his directors or producers, were Satanists. But to bring Marilyn Manson to the Sunday service, that's a red flag. So that's what kind of makes me think that he's falling into the same like Satanist mold that a lot of the other entertainers are, with the you know, looking up to Aleister Crowley and all this kind of shit. So let's see what he says about Satan.
He brought angels with him when he left heaven, right? How many angels did Satan bring with him?
33% of them. So he brought billions of angels with him.
So angels, I mean, Satan has 33% of God's warriors with him working for Satan. But God runs the world. And it's Satan that gets inside of the Zionists and makes them do evil things. But these are stories, because I'm a baby Christian, right? But I heard that, you know, God loves me so much. He loves me so much, right? Then I go to Drink Champs and I'm drinking. And the Bible says, king don't drink, right? I know it's not Milo. I know I'm not saying it in correct, perfect English, but the Bible says king don't drink. And I'm drinking and I'm smoking and I'm using my ego, because I'm tired of these like fed
You're like, I'm lit. I'm lit.
Let me say, I'm tired of these Fed celebrities trying to pick on me, thinking that they gangster. We're not in high school, Meek Mills. We're not in high school, Puff Daddy.
Right.
And everyone thinks that.
And, you know, people are saying that Puff Daddy might have deleted Kim Porter, right? Wasn't that his late? I don't know if they were ever married, but at least baby mama, right? They said that, and I know that they're saying she died of natural causes in her sleep, not natural causes, but pneumonia or some type of illness. You know, she was, pneumonia. She wasn't on good terms with Diddy necessarily. I mean, he was having her followed, and then now you have there's this other guy who's coming out. I saw a video on it the other day. I'll be sure, I think. Yeah, I'll be sure, who has basically come out and said that he was followed by some of Diddy's goons and being set up. And then I think he's just coming out of a coma or some shit. So, I mean, Kanye is definitely, he has a point when talking about these rappers like Diddy and Meek Mill, because a lot of these guys, they really don't care. They will, you know, get you deleted. Maybe they won't do it themselves, but they will get you deleted. So that's a real concern, because you see what's going on with Young Thug. Now the Fulton County saying he's responsible for 50 murders. So these guys are not afraid to get you deleted. Even with everything to lose, they'll still do it.
That they're so much more gangster, like they got me in some way. Ain't none of y'all more gangster than God, and God got me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that.
Oh no, everybody pose and acting tough. It's nothing. If you talk about rebel black sheep, I mean, you're definitely it, buddy.
Yeah, y'all not tough to me, but I'm drinking, and then I start saying stuff that doesn't please God, right? It wasn't the Zionists, it wasn't the banks, it's God set me back. But the fact that I still had 400 million and Forbes couldn't get around it, it showed God loves me, but he had to set me back a little.
Well, it's a Jobian proverb. You're going through a Jobian trial.
Yeah, because since I lost my wife, right? Since I lost my family.
I guess that's how Alex Jones rationalizes owing $1 billion to the Sandy Hook family survivors, which I definitely don't think is, man, that's bullshit. There's no reason why he should owe them that much money, or any fucking money at all, in my opinion.
And I was no longer the priest right in the middle of that home, and I didn't have the say so over the content that my kids watch and what they wore and where they went to school and how we went to church and what they ate. I was frustrated, and I let the devil come and get me. I let the devil pull me in. Next thing you know, I'm at New Year's Eve parties having threesomes. I'm like, God was so mad at me. He said, I empowered you. I gave you every skill set. You're like Moses. You saved Caesar's life in battle twice. You know, you might stutter. You might not be the best communicator, but you're a leader, yay. And you're down there. You're not representing me. You're drinking. You're having sex. And you know what? And God, he waited on me. He let me go, 8 months into the year. But it wasn't until I bragged about serving Satan with the actions.
Whoa. It wasn't until I bragged about serving Satan with the actions. Okay. Interesting.
That God said, I got to set you back now and set you straight. And then, so we're moving my school. We're moving the Donda Theology Engineering University into a church. And we were there talking with the pastor. And then a homeless gentleman came in and was talking to us. And I said, is this a plant? I don't know, but this was the greatest theologist that I've met. And I had him come to a Bible study. We were working on the walk to the house. I don't like to call it a campaign. We're working to the walk to.
Yeah, hold on. This is a hard break at the end of the hour. Station 3, join us. I skipped to the break. We got to have this. We're back in 2 minutes. We got to do this hard break. And I asked, you want to put a website out where people can actually hear what you have to say? Or?
I want you to remind me what I'm saying so I can give this explanation.
No, you told me on the phone the story.
I need to tell the people, though.
No, you will. I'm going to remember. It's the amazing homeless guy comes in.
Yeah.
And he gives you this incredible word. All right.
I don't care about the website. I care about Jesus Christ and people knowing that.
I get it. But they also got to know where to actually find what you're actually saying.
Yeah, that nigga Alex Jones, he still got to, he got to make that Billy back. Okay, bruh. So chill. Let him get this shit off.
Only place to find it is in the Bible. My website is the Bible.
That nigga said his website's the Bible. I'm dead. This nigga ain't cracked open the first. Well, I mean, he finally cracked open the first page of the Bible, but let's keep it a buck. Kanye's not reading his Bible.
Where do people find what you're doing?
Cozy.tv/Nick and the Bible.
All right. I'm just trying to all right. Hey, it's all about free speech. We'll be right back. Hour number 3 with Ye and so many more. And we've got.
Man, I can't cap, bro. I fuck with Alex Jones. A lot of people try and say he's an agent. I don't believe so. I think he was getting a lot of information and he was trying to put out as much information as possible. Maybe was under some type of psychosis or psychotic break for a second, but either way, man, I think ultimately he genuinely wants to get the truth out.
Owen Schroyer and Ali Alexander loaded, ready to go in the other studio, 10 feet through that wall. So they're coming up. Hour number 3 of the most banned broadcast in the world, straight ahead. Thanksgiving 2022 is here. We've got the biggest sale of the year going right now. Now, the good news is I'm going to extend this sale up to 60%.
All right, guys. So he got the commercial thing going on. So in the meantime, I'll read some of you guys' chats. Natty Witt says, is he getting his message out? JDO says, what up with the mask and gloves? Yeah, you got to watch the last one to get updated on that one. West Howard Street says all his clothes he wore were supposed to be part of that controversial brand. Jim Doc Niece, he says, yay, so nuts. He wearing a pair of drawers on his head. He cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Dub says whale or USO. I think he meant UFO maybe. Natty Witt says succubus. JC saves. Says Michael put that boy down. I don't know about that. GM says never knew the amount of bad angels are a quantifiable number in the Bible. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I mean, maybe it was like, I don't know where he got that 33% number, but hey, it was interesting. Okay, yeah. West Howard Street says that little Nick dude was bad news. Yay. Natty Witt says margaritas right now. JC says synagogue of Satan. Bad Axe says God does not run this world. Satan is the king of this world according to the Bible and for a limited time only. Yeah, that's a good point. GM says yay is tough. Yawn. He says since I lost my baby with music. Dub says, are we in hell on earth then? Bad Axe says, no, this ain't hell. JC says, Satan needs to get permission for everything he does. That's not a king. Natty Witt says, he must be over target somewhere. GM says, you let the devil pull you off. JC says, I think anyways. Dub says, Kim K and fam gives Masonic vibes for sure. Gilbert says, Alex Jones, I think it's arguable that he directed this invented idea, stochastic terrorism at families. His crazy fans made threats. Now everything can be called stochastic terrorism. Yeah, so that's definitely not a good thing. Like I say all the time, super gremlins are, opening the gateway for the surveillance state. I think Alex Jones may have opened the gateway for people to, use that term as well. Bad Axe says, I'm just going by the Bible. I might have used the wrong term. He does have the authority over the earth that was given to Adam. Adam ate the fruit and bent the knee to Satan. Slow Boy Whiteboard says, you don't even have to like AJ. Just listen to what his guests say. He's just a messenger. Gilbert says, same as when media and Twitter sends terrorists to Temple's house. Right. JC says, he says, you're going to upgrade out that plastic water bottle, Gen Z. I switch it out every time. So it's a different water bottle every time. Bad access. I think it says he took a third of the angels with him when he fell. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you're right about that. But billions of angels, I guess there were billions of angels. I'm not really sure on the numbers. I have to go back. I'm in the process of rereading my Bible from front to back. So Gilbert says, I can't send you money on YouTube. I'll have to pump you on PayPal. Yeah. Or bump you on PayPal. Yeah. I'm not monetized anymore. I'm demonetized. You can't send cash apps anymore. You're gonna have to send the money via YouTube. So yeah, not YouTube, but PayPal or Cash App. My bad. Send the money through PayPal or Cash App. Support the channel, or just buy the merch. That helps as well. Oh man, this damn commercial is long as hell. Let's see. Alex Jones got the long ass commercials. All right, let me back it up. Let me back it up since I read all your chats, guys. All right. Oh damn. All these niggas I'm put on the map. Look.
INFOWARS has been banned, arrested, attacked, and threatened because we are effective.
Oh, you said my mic was noisy. Is it good now? I had it turned up a little bit too loud, I guess.
The Great Awakening is here. Go to band.video, download the videos, and share. Support the information war at InfoWarsStore.com. And never give up the fight.
INFOWARS.com. Well, Ye's got his mask. He's a superhero. I represent the bad guys. David Icke's little reptoids. So, now your enemy's in here hosting the show with you, Ye. We got Nick Fuentes, one of my best buddies. He works for us, does a really good job. He's over there with us. Oh, now he's turning to Alex Jones. So what are we going to do here? Ye, the Balenciaga situation. You made a great point during a break earlier about how they just need a new devil, but that's a devil to distract us from the fact that we become the devil. But that's kind of what you said. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I just saw people making videos about it, and I said, it just seems like it's just more noise and mayhem and code red and things to get people outraged. As I said before, every form of pornography is only 10 years away from pedophilia. Anybody that's watching pornography, if you're watching a woman have sex on camera, she's reliving the trauma of being molested. Like a greater majority of women that end up being strippers, prostitutes, or pornographers, adult film stars, have gone through the trauma of.
And I do agree with that to a certain extent. A lot of these bitches who get involved in adult films have had a traumatic sexual experience with somebody who may or may not have taken advantage of them. So, I definitely agree with him for that. As far as like watching adult film is 10 years away from pedophilia, I can't get behind that. I think certain people might go down a rabbit hole that deep for sure. But I also believe that, people make their own decisions and their own choices. And you can't just say that, if you're watching adult film, then you're 10 years away from being a pedo. I don't think it's that deep.
Experiencing pedophilia, but sex is a legal drug that's pushed to destroy humanity. If you drive down the street in California, they will be pushing strip clubs, they're pushing alcohol, they're pushing sex. It's this is like, so for people to have this moral code about pedophilia, but no moral code about strip clubs, pornography, and the sex industry, it's not what the Bible says. The Bible says that all of that is wrong. So Jesus said so, or Jesus said no. That's when we just need to follow.
So let me ask you this. What about world population? The globalists say there's too many people. They want to sterilize us. They want to promote transgenderism. They want to depopulate us. Do you think that that's accurate? Or, I mean, what do you think of the New World Order and its overall agenda?
I believe so. I'm more of a gut feeling person. Like I said, I'm the battering ram. And you guys are the SWAT team to come in afterwards and then give the information. God has people, different kind of warriors, different heights, different mindsets, different colors. And our collective agenda needs to be to serve God in what we do. And we
can't do that if we don't have an open, free debate.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
We can't do that if we don't have an open, free debate.
And that's what we have. God brought us here. You created this platform, the INFOWARS. I heard about the legend of Alex Jones from this lady named Tracy Gwen, who is faking like a Christian, is really, you know what? Much love to Tracy Romulus and Tracy Gwen, because this is the type of person I will sue. I'm just going to say, I prefer that person not be next to my children.
So, ooh, wow. Wow. So he's calling out Tracy, whoever she is. He's calling out Tracy, whoever she is, and saying he doesn't trust her around his children. So that is definitely a profound statement.
Much love and Jesus, God bless your family. I would prefer that person be not next to my children. Next person, next subject.
Balenciaga, though, you were going to, I mean, just overall, what do you, because obviously you were with a lot of fashion brands. Now the stuff's come out. It's almost like they did this on purpose as a PR stunt.
Yeah.
I think so. You know, I'm friends with the head designer, and I believe that it was a setup. I think it was a hit job. And now all of a sudden, a
hit job. No, it's called working in plain sight. The Balenciaga ad was about, I mean, it's an agenda, and these people, you know, who participate in some of these ritualistic practices, they believe in showing you everything that they're doing and getting you to realize that you can't do anything about it, basically to lose hope. So they do everything in the open and make it seem impossible to fix the issue. Like even with the Epstein situation, they deleted him. They said he committed suicide. They convinced the American people that he committed suicide. Even, and nobody who actually follows the case believes that he committed self-deletion. But at the end of the day, they were able to get that off because they have to put what they're doing out there in plain sight and see how much the people are willing to take. And it looks like we're willing to take pretty much anything.
Everyone is so outraged and focused on Balenciaga, but then we're still aborting our kids. We're still fornicating. We're still.
Yeah. And the guy who actually owns Balenciaga, this man, he on some super weird shit, which I can break down from the Brother The Truth Is videos. I mean, he did a whole expose on the guy who ran Balenciaga, and the guy who runs Balenciaga actually owns. I mean, he owns fucking every fucking designer shit you can think of. Let me just kind of. How about this? I'll just play Buddy's video real quick because he really fought with it. So let me play Buddy's video. Kind of break down this.
Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to the Truth Talk podcast. I'm back here with MI.
What's up, guys?
In today's episode, we're once again talking about the Balenciaga incident, as I've come across some new valuable information. Let's get right into it. In the last Balenciaga video I did for YouTube, we spoke about the new controversial Balenciaga ad campaign for their upcoming 2023 spring collection. The ad was full of disturbing imagery that I felt pointed to ritual offerings being done by the elite. We spoke about how some of the Balenciaga ad photos depicted questionable imagery. Balenciaga hired child actors and put them in strange photos with questionable props. One of the child photos displayed a child holding a teddy bear in inappropriate attire. What makes the photo appear even more strange is the look that's on the child's face. as he clearly appears uncomfortable and out of place. I also previously pointed out that if we looked at some of the imagery in the photo, things start to get stranger and stranger. We spoke about the moon crescent symbol that can be seen on the bed frame behind the child. I mentioned before how these moon symbols refer to moon magic, a form of ritual magic used by occultists. Moon magic is important when it comes to incarnation rituals and sacrifice rituals. I also pointed out that they displayed a white rabbit, which in ancient times, they saw the white rabbit as a magical creature that can travel to the underworld and bring back messages from the spirits. This is why white rabbits are always associated.
Okay, so I know a lot of this is like kind of mystical shit, but bear with me, guys. He gets into some real shit soon.
With magicians and magic. We also spoke about the 6 dragons placed on the wall behind the child that appear to be swarming the child. These dragons represent the beast who they're making their ritual offering to. In another photo, a part of the ad campaign, they showed a child again standing around strange imagery, while on the ground by him, they placed a tape roll that states Balenciaga on it. The thing that was odd about this tape roll was the fact that Balenciaga, for some reason, was misspelled on the tape roll.
Yeah, so they spelled Balenciaga with 2 A's instead of 1. They know what they're doing. I'll just let Buddy keep explaining it.
Balenciaga is usually spelled B-A-L, but for some reason on the tape roll, they spelled it B-A-A-L, which just so happens to spell out Baal. Baal was a fallen god the pagans used to perform child offerings to. As I stated in my last video, I don't think this was done by accident. They were letting us know exactly what the company represents. In another photo, a part of the ad campaign, we found something even more disturbing. Even though I can't speak about all the details related to this photo on here due to the community guidelines, I made a Patreon exclusive video where I speak about it fully. If you're one of my Patreons and haven't seen it yet, make sure you go check it out after this video.
And that's a Balenciaga Adidas collab, which Kanye just got dropped from Adidas. So, and Kim K is a part of Balenciaga.
In the photo, they showed the purse, and under that purse, Balenciaga decided to hide a document that relates to a child P-word court case from back in 2008. The court documents related to the 2008 U.S. Supreme Court ruling United States versus Williams. The case was a ruling that upheld the PROTECT Act, a 2003 federal law that criminalized advertising, promoting, presenting, or distributing child P-word. It's not hard to see where Balenciaga was going with this ad campaign. They're promoting ritual child offerings, something we already know the elite indulge in. This is why they showed the kids on top of the beds looking disturbed. We know what all this represents, alongside the rest of all this disturbing imagery. This is why they had those teddy bears in inappropriate attire. They're referring to the most despicable things known to man. This is the message Balenciaga is putting out, but this is not surprising after we find out who owns Balenciaga. The CEO of Balenciaga's parent company, François-Henri Pinault, who owns Gucci,
François-Henri Pinault. All right, so this is the guy. I mean, he owns damn near all the fucking designer brands.
Queen and Saint Laurent, alongside of a bunch of other luxury brands, has been exposed for owning an auction site that sells disturbing child paintings and mannequins.
So that's wild. So it says CEO of Balenciaga. Balenciaga's parent company owns site that sells child intercourse mannequins with erect genitalia on their faces, which is extremely disturbing. And as you can see, there's a mannequin there. I can't show the video on YouTube, but bro, if you look at this shit right now, if you look at what I'm looking at, like you see the picture right here, just imagine a fucking cock as his nose, and then his mouth is just like open. I mean, it's very I don't know, weird, demented. It's just super weird. It says Jake and Dino's Chapman. And this is what this actual piece of art, or what they're calling a piece of art, is called. It's Jake and Dino's Chapman fuckface is what the shit is called, fuckface. And they are selling it for the price was, or it actually was bought at 115,000 GBPs, which I'm not really sure what currency that is in. But yeah, it's wild as fuck. It's wild as fuck. Super disturbing. man, I mean, you would never imagine. You would never imagine.
This is not at all surprising to me. We know the billionaires who run our world are into these disturbing things. I wish we could speak in detail about these photographs, but we can't due to the community guideline. This man is selling these paintings for over $50,000 to $150,000. I might have to make another Patreon video where I go into further detail about these photos on this auction site. Like I said over on Patreon, all this connects back to Crowley. Crowley spoke about using children for his ritual magic. Crowley said that he will bring in this age. All these men worship Crowley, just like those who run the music industry. Balenciaga makes clothing for ultra rich. This is who this ad campaign was designed for. Most people don't even get none of this, but those who run our world are occultists who perform ritual magic. This is why these ad campaigns are covered in occultic imagery to appeal to occultists. This is why they have celebrities like Kim Kardashian supporting them, and Cardi B as well. Cardi B did a whole playground themed photo shoot with them that once again points back to children.
And I'll show you guys a picture. I mean, one of the pictures that's coming from this site. Oh man, it's just weird. And then the site is super weird because like when you click on a picture, it does this weird fucking smiley face shit for like the loading screen. Let me go back. It's a lot of dark, twisted art here. Let me show you guys this. I mean, it's some weird shit. Some weird shit. And it makes you think that a lot more clothing companies are on this shit than just Balenciaga. So as you can see, this is it's like Siamese not even triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't even know what the fucking word for that is, but it's 9 heads on one crawling body, and the body has Nike shoes on its hands and feet, and it's walking with 9 heads on it. Some look like little boys, some look like little girls. Very weird art here. I'll keep looking through the site, but I don't want to. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. They got and like when you click on it, look at this smiley face, this weird smiley face loading show. Oh wow, holy shit! So when you look closer, like their heads are actually connected by what appears to be a rectum, a human rectum, and an asshole, which I don't know if I could show this, but it's not an actual asshole. So I'm sure that I guess I can. But these heads are connected by an asshole. Like 1, 2, 3 assholes. And look, it creates a triangle in the middle. As you guys can see, if you follow my mouse, you'll see a triangle in the middle. And this is what they're calling art. Oof, that is fucking weird. That is weird. Okay. I mean, it's clearly an asshole, right? Let's see. I'm looking at some more of these paintings because the mannequins are weird enough, but the paintings are also dark as well. This is a portfolio called The Disasters of War. As you can see, it looks like a man is hanging here. The weird smiley face, and it looks like a demon is crying tears of blood here. And I don't know if this is supposed to be a penis, but actually, yeah, I think it is a penis because the jizz is like, you know how jizz is like, it's like clear, but after a while it starts getting like yellowish. It looks like the devil is getting off to this man hanging himself. Okay, so very weird thing there. Another weird video, and these are the devil hands from the previous devil here. Let's see. Here's another one that's pretty interesting. This is another man hanging, although it looks like this body is a lot more decomposed. And then there's a whole bunch of little minions down here. What was that that game back in the day where there was like small little minions on Nintendo? Fuck. I forgot the name of that game. But as you can see, an all-seeing eye, and this is the same devil looking over this. This just looks like a gaping hole. And this, I don't know if it's, to me, if we want to go like continue with the asshole theme, it looks like the perspective from inside an asshole looking out, which is kind of weird as well. All of these paintings are very weird and disturbing. And this is just, look, so this is a person who is hanging, somebody else who's hanging, and I guess this is supposed to be Nazi artwork, as you can see the wrist or the armband there. And I don't know, it's like they're doing the Hail Hitler sign, and then it says the Reich here, as you can see, but they spelled it right, as in right, instead of Reich. So very weird. Very weird. They got a lot of shit here, honestly. You got a lot of shit here just looking through this website. And you can shop and buy all types of artwork. And I think that this artwork definitely has some type of cryptic imagery, if you will. Okay, so very weird there.
This is what Balenciaga and everyone in that system represents. When I found this out about this billionaire, I wasn't at all surprised, because we know that these billionaires are part of that elite club, you know, with the Jeffrey Epsteins who go into these private islands and do God knows what. They don't have to live by our rules. So it makes sense that all this time, this billionaire man who owns such big companies like Balenciaga, Alexander McQueen, companies that are so highly sought after that certain people work their whole lives trying to get enough money to be able to afford their product. This man also has a website where he's selling child P-word paintings. Is the best way I can put it, because, you know, here on YouTube, we can't say exactly what it is. Emma, were you at all surprised when you found this?
All right, so that's the information there. I mean, these billionaires definitely into some weird shit for sure. So let's get back into it.
We're still killing each other. We're still listening to music that promotes that. But we don't wear Balenciaga now. You shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what are you doing? You're throwing stones. Oh my God. But you know, our moral code, we just cheated on our wives. We just fornicated. We just had threesomes. We just bought some sex on Instagram. We just sold some sex. We use sex to sell a product, but we don't like Balenciaga. Shut up. Shut up. I'm throwing the tablets right now. Shut up. Instagram is about prostitution, and everyone involved in any version of the sex business is as bad as the pedophiles. So
nah, I won't go as far as that. When it comes to the sex business, I personally think that prostitution should be legal. I mean, these hoes are already doing what they want to do anyways. Also, I think that it would normalize the shit. Let's see. When he's saying that they're just as bad as the pedos at Balenciaga, man, hell nah, bro. These are consenting adults, adult women and men who are participating in intercourse work. Now, you can have your arguments with it and say that it's not right and all this stuff, but it's definitely not the same thing as getting an underage individual to perform intercourse acts. So, you know,
everyone shut up. Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of all the thousands of topics we can cover in the limited time we have as you're about to get on a plane and go back to another state and do some new stuff. What else is on your radar? Because there's a lot. What do you think about the Ukraine war? What do you think about the devaluation of the dollar? What do you think about FTX and Bitcoin? I mean, there's so many topics.
Nick?
Well, yeah, in terms of Ukraine and Russia, I haven't really seen so much of that in the news. I'm, of course, pro-Putin. I'm very pro-Russia.
So he's pro-Putin, which, I mean, look, bro, I can't go that far and be like, oh, I'm pro-Putin. I think it's interesting what's happening in the Ukraine. And I do like seeing egg on Biden's face, but I ain't gonna go as far as to say, oh, I'm pro-Putin.
I am also.
Let's go. Yeah. You know, you see that this is just an extension of the United States neocon establishment, New World Order type stuff.
What does Putin say about America's value system?
So he said in a speech when he annexed those two breakaway provinces and he annexed the Donbass, he said in his speech that we have totally abandoned traditional values, traditional faith, and that we've actually embraced full-on Satanism. And he's totally right.
Damn. So Putin is basically calling it for what it is. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he knows, but I mean, he's hitting it right on the money when it comes to that. Now, obviously, Putin has X'd out plenty of people, and plenty of people have been X'd out under his command. So, you know, I don't know if he's like the moral authority to this shit, but wow, man. I mean, that's a profound statement that if he actually said that.
And
well, it's true. America's embracing Satanism.
Yeah,
but Jesus is alive, and these things are gonna pull. It's a movement. God, the devil is a defeated foe. We're not even gonna speak any of that into existence. God runs the world, and it's freedom fighters for Christ like us today that are gonna stop it right now and say, we gotta start here. Each one of us, we are the church. We are the priests of our homes. All the men are the priests of their homes, and everyone is the body of Christ. And we start here. Sin, it's like we're a glass of water, and sin is like throwing acid and used plastic and stepped on bugs in a glass. And then you want to pour some water in, and it tastes bad. So what you want to cover it with an alcohol flavor or with some food coloring or with a sexy outfit or something. And then you want to just keep on drinking that sin and not understand why your stomach is hurting in the morning. And I know as a recovering alcoholic that, you know, a cure for a hangover is another drink. And that's basically what we've been doing. We're all orphans of
keep doubling down.
We're orphans of capitalism. So when we talk about the ideas that we have for the newer version, the amended constitution that me and Nick are rewriting and working on right now, and the ideas of purifying our system because we need will and expertise.
Well, let's talk about that. You say you're going to run for president 2024.
I'm not, Alex, you're really good at stating things in a way that get you sued. So.
No, I thought you're announcing for president, right?
No, I'm not announcing.
That was a shot. That was why is Kanye taking shots at Alex? They both basically in the same damn boat.
Alex, love you, love you, love you. What I'm saying with the conversation that we're having about a possible 2024 walk and a victory at the office, America, I'm putting everything on the line for the truth to bring you a cleaner system. Our system has been dirtied and muddied and destroyed. I am not the most knowledgeable Christian, and I'm not the most knowledgeable politician, but I am truthful. I'm nobody's hard.
No, I believe that. What I was trying to get to is, what is your platform? And you text me your platform. It makes a lot of sense.
Well, it starts here with the Bible, and we're going to work through this with our designers. We're going to approach America like Steve Jobs approached Apple. We are the youngest startup in history, but we're the world power because of our military and mainly because of our naval force. And it shows how smart and how powerful Americans are. The engineering, the sheer engineering. We invented Apple. We have the strongest military. And now we have to take that same type of sensibility, take it out of Wall Street's hands and give it to the people. That engineering mind that created the trams, that made Disney, that made Pixar, that made Lucasfilms, that made Apple, that engineer.
See, he keep talking about like entertainment shit. And although, I love my iPhone and Disney, they've got some issues there, especially when it comes to child exploitation and all that good stuff. But, I can enjoy a good Disney movie here and there. He's not talking about like real shit, though, like infrastructure and economics, because, the biggest issue facing us is the central banks. And that's the reality of the situation. Man, we got some huge issues when it comes to these central banks, bro.
Engineering mind, these minds that we have are going to be brought together to cure America, and then we will influence the rest of the world into higher consciousness and into peace.
And I agree. We were given that birthright, and somehow it's been lost. I'm going to talk about that. And after you leave soon, we're going to have Owen and everybody else and myself stay here and continue on and take calls. And as long as you can stay, I know you got to go soon. But I wanted to bring in Owen Schroyer and Ali Alexander, who helped get you here, for their take and any questions they've got for Ye, because you guys have great questions, great comments. So Owen Schroyer and Ali Alexander.
I'll hold my questions for Ye later, because I kind of want to come in because we have a lot of eyes on this transmission right now. And there's a lot of people sharing their opinions on the internet with this right now. And so I kind of just want to, I just want to take a step back and just say, look, we're in a difficult realm with what we're doing here today, trying to balance fun and seriousness, because we are serious people. We have serious missions and goals, but we also want to have fun. We don't want to hate life. We want to enjoy life, and we want other people to enjoy life. And when I see the response on the internet from the haters and the people getting angry today, I'm just a little perturbed. Let Ye speak. Let the man speak. You may not agree with what he has to say, but why don't you want him to speak? I don't get it. Same thing with Alex Jones. Why don't you want Alex to speak? What is?
I ain't gonna lie, bruh's beard is going crazy right now. Shout out to the nigga's beard.
What's wrong with you? Why are you so angry? Why are you so serious all the time? If you don't like what they say, tune it out. But here's what gets me, Alex. This is what bothers me. It's bothered me with the attacks on you over the years. It bothers me with the attacks we see on Ye today. Whether you agree with everything he said or disagree with everything he said, let's get our priorities straight here, okay? If you're upset with what Kanye West has said today, let me remind you that Kanye West, excuse me.
That man serious about that Ye shit. Like, bruh, everybody knows you as Kanye. Jesus.
Hey, Ye. Yeah. Let me correct that. Ye. If you're upset with anything Ye has said here today, Ye is not the person in Chicago shooting people every night, teenagers, innocent people dying. Ye is not the person in DC, in Congress, selling this country out for decades. Ye is not the person with big pharma that's killed millions of people with their products. It's all come out in court, that still has influence to mandate their products on the people. That's not Ye. Ye is not the one that's lying us into wars where millions of people die and trillions get spent.
Hey, this nigga spitting.
So for all the backlash, all the huffing and puffing that we're going to see from this interview in the next 48 hours, you're all clowns. You're all clowns. If this interview upsets you, your priorities are so out of whack. And I don't even think you have the capability to enjoy life anymore.
Yeah, I think Kanye, oh man, if he wouldn't have stood 10 toes on his love for Hitler, then I think he would have been Gucci, because I was rocking with him on everything up until that point. And it's a funny thing. Van Lathan actually, came out and said, yo, when I was talking to Kanye, he was talking about Hitler a lot. And then there were people, insiders, saying that he was going to name his album after Hitler. And he ended up naming it Ye, and then doing the name swap. But I mean, this is not good. This is not good at all. If he would have just stood away from that, then he would have been straight. But went a little too far on the Hitler shit, honestly. And I think he ain't gonna be able to come back from that for sure.
And you need to take a serious look and reflection in the mirror.
They're against free will. They're against free open discussion, which shows they're evil. And anyone going along with censoring somebody's speech is a fraud and an enemy of the people.
But the people are not evil. It's Satan that controls the people and puts demonic blocks. So when you see the truth in front of you, you can't even hold the truth. Like it's demonic blocks. I can go.
No, Kanye, the people are evil. If they sold their souls to Satan, then they are basically, you know, Satan's soldiers. So yes, that makes them evil, Kanye. I think what he's trying to do is some type of reformative disassociation from the person and the evil spirits that dwell within them. And I don't like to do that. That's what's on these people's hearts. They've hardened their heart to the Most High, and they don't want to serve God. They hate God, and they hate everything that Jesus Christ stands for. So they do everything in their power to go counter to that. That's why you have the CEO of Balenciaga who's putting out, you know, these weird ass mannequins. And I mean, it just gets crazy when you start looking into all this shit.
Go to Kim and say, hey, put your family first. You have someone who loves you. Put us first. Put your children first. And it's demonic blocks bringing her into traumatic, you know, everything. She was pushed into the sex tape. She's pushed into saying that she had sex with Pete Davidson in front of a fireplace. Hulu does not love you.
Yeah, I broke that video down on Reclaim Your Throne. So go check that video out where I broke down how Kim K told her grandmother that she smashed Pete Davidson by a fireplace in dedication to grandma.
You, Kim. Disney does not love you, Kim. Come home, Kim. Come home to Christ. Go to God. Go to Jesus, because you saying you might not ever, or marry somebody great. Go marry Tom Brady, whatever you want to do.
No, Lord have mercy. Do not put that on Tom Brady. She can't get Tom Brady. Well, I hope Tom Brady wouldn't accept her. She could probably get smashed by Tom Brady, but to cuff, hell no. I think after Tom Brady divorces Giselle, or they get divorced, I don't think he's going to get married again. And shout out to him. I don't think he should. Tom Brady is an American hero. He's American treasure. And you know, it's a perfect Cinderella story when it comes to Tom Brady and all his success. So shout out to bruh. He tried to do what he could with AB. I know a lot of people criticize his relationship with Antonio Brown, but you couldn't talk reason in Antonio Brown. I mean, he's in Saudi Arabia, or not Saudi Arabia, in Dubai, pulling his dick out and slapping bitches with it and shit. I mean, you can't talk reason into a man like that. Tom Brady did exactly what he was supposed to do. He did all that he could. And, you know, I wouldn't want to see him with no damn Kim K. That would be disastrous. I honestly, like, I think she should be canceled in the dating market. I mean, the young dudes, they'll definitely smash her, especially young athletes. It'll help their career, like propel being linked to her. It'll be different opportunities they could explore if they were linked to her. But I don't think that I don't think that she should get another top-notch guy. I mean, she can. And obviously the Pete Davidson shit, and Pete Davidson, I think she ended up breaking up with him. He was a fling, and he's bouncing back. He got hoes now, even more. So it can do a lot for your image to date her, no lie, but to actually cuff it, man, fuck no.
But get married and use your platform as an influence to keep families together. Don't let the devil use you. And those people that are out there mad at the ability for us to say things, for consciousness, I have to think, okay, white lives matter. I'm going to do a t-shirt. I'm going to make it. You understand? Woke culture is controlled by the Zionist media, making people mad, outraged, going out the street. We're so outraged, but you're not doing anything yourself to change it and follow God and follow Christ. We haven't said anything against the word of God today. God says, love everyone. So if I say, I love the Zionists that cancel my account, then I can say, I do love Hitler. I do love the Zionists.
See, he's standing 10 toes on that shit. And he's saying love as in, oh, I'm Christ. It's a Christ-like love, you know. I hate the man's actions, but I love the man type shit. And just to say it is a little cringe. I get what he's saying, but at the same time, it's like, bruh, you doing the most. And I hope that Sneeko, if you're listening to my voice, Sneeko, I like Sneeko. I am very critical of Sneeko, but I do like him. I hope that he disassociates himself, you know, kind of step back from Kanye. Nick Fuentes, he's a pro. He's obviously an intellectual to some degree, so he knows how to, you know, handle Kanye, if you will. At least from my viewing, he just lets him go. He lets him say whatever the fuck he wants, but it makes him look good because he's with a black guy. So it makes him not look racist or as racist. So he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Just let him go and just stand by his side and be like, look, guys, this is my black friend. He's a little crazy, but you know, he's a good guy overall.
I love everyone. The Zionists cannot tell me who I can love and not love. I don't think like that. I think more like someone that's on the spectrum. Since that's what they want to claim, well, let me be on the spectrum of love, because love.
But that's a good T-shirt. I love Hitler.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
I'm joking.
That's wild. That's a wild T-shirt.
I love Zionists too. Sorry.
I love Zionists. We love everyone.
You're just saying love humanity and stop getting past the labels. It's
love is the key. Everyone's promoting this loathing, and it's time to promote love. God.
No, I hear you. Let's bring in Ollie Alexander, who helped get this done. Ollie, I've known you for years, but this is quite the broadcast. This is definitely so far in 2022 the biggest broadcast of the year. This is it.
Yeah, don't put this on me, Ricky Bobby.
That's right. If you're not first, you're last. Come on, Ali, you're on air. Give us your take on this.
No. I mean, this is great. Look, I love everybody on screen, and I love them, and I like them, and I endorse them. And I think that what Owen said is absolutely right. Is like you.
I don't know about endorse them. I'm good with the love shit, but the endorse, I ain't really endorsing Kanye. I fuck with Kanye, like I said. This next album finna be fire. But. My man is bugged. Hold up.
And you can be triggered. You know, you can engage your ego and say, Ye endorsed genocide when he didn't. You could look at this broadcast and say, Nicholas Fuentes is a 23, 24-year-old, you know, secret dog whistling KKK Nazi. But that's also not the case. You could say that Alex Jones and Owen Schroyer are actually platforming hate. But that's not what's going on at all. And I think what's powerful about this broadcast, I really think that we're making narrative history, is that we're breaking the Overton window. The Republican establishment sold us out. The conservative movement sold us out. The churches, they closed. So when we looked for leadership on the right, there was none. Okay, when Owen Schroyer got charged, when Ollie Alexander got sued and investigated, Alex, when you got sued, did we get a call from Mar-a-Lago saying, hey, I'm a billionaire and I want to help fund what you guys have been through for me? No, we didn't. So here we are left with the last option on InfoWars, the home of the resistance. And we're a bunch of pseudo celebrities with one celebrity saying, okay, well, then we're just going to break the chessboard. We're getting off your chessboard because it is rigged. It's rigged by Lucifer. It's rigged by the Satanists. It is rigged by the Jewish mafia, and people don't want to say that. It's rigged by the Marxists and the leftists and all of these people. And it's actually, frankly, rigged by people who would, you know, betray Christ within the church.
The central bankers, bruh. Talk about the central bankers.
The apostates. So I think that this broadcast should encourage everybody to take everyone else just at their word, only use what they're saying, take it in good faith and in the best light, and stop relying on the ADL and the SPLC or Twitter trends. In fact, Elon should get rid of Twitter trends. There shouldn't be editorial little comments.
Well, they always control it anyways. We hit number one, they took it off. But bigger than that, what about the biomedical mafia, the big pharma? It's the king daddy with the central banks. You know, so my only concern about just talking about certain other elites. How about the big corporate elite that all links up with one agenda, yeah?
Jesus runs the world. Elon needs to put
Ye has no idea what they're talking about at this point.
Alex Jones back on the platform, because I don't agree with someone that doesn't believe in Christ saying you're cool, you're cool, you're cool, not you. And this is my friend, right? This is my boy, but we can agree to disagree, right? But it's still his platform. It's up to him. But also, I'm not a person that's going to say, hey, I agree with everything. There's things that I said today that you guys don't agree with because you're not in the same place or in the same position in your walk that I'm at. I'm in a position where I love the person who the doctor that had plastic surgery on my mom. I always have been in a way where it's I can't hate. I embrace.
You said your mother was sacrificed. Can you elaborate on that?
Uh-oh. This is the video that got me a community guideline strike, which I appealed, and then they granted on BGZM News 17, but not on Black Gen Z Mindset. So let's see what he says.
Yeah, I believe that Michael Jordan's dad was sacrificed. I believe, didn't something happen with Tiger Woods?
Yeah.
My mom, these are all Zionist sacrifices that happen, but this is Satan at the end of the day. There's a lot of people that feel like we're at the end of days. And
so he's saying that he believes that, and let's just clarify, he believes that the Zionists sacrificed his mom. And he stood on that. That's everything that we wanted to know. Alex Jones asked the tough question. That was some real shit. Alex Jones is a real nigga, bro. Y'all keep doubting Alex Jones, bro. I mean, he's pretty much done. And I mean, the owing 1.5 billion is kind of not even kind of crazy. It's just wild. You know, RIP to that man's bank account. But he asked him, yeah, you said your mom was sacrificed. What did you mean by that? And he stood 10 toes and told us exactly what he meant. But when I made a live stream about it, it was hate speech, according to YouTube.
The big corporate elite that all links up with one agenda, yeah.
Jesus runs the world. Elon needs to put Alex Jones back on the platform because I don't agree with someone that doesn't believe in Christ saying, you're cool, you're cool, you're cool, not you. And this is my friend, right? This is my boy, but we can agree to disagree, right? But it's still his platform. It's up to him. But also, I'm not a person that's going to say, hey, I agree with everything. There's things that I said today that you guys don't agree with because you're not in the same place or in the same position in your walk that I'm at. I'm in a position where I love the person who the doctor that had plastic surgery on my mom. I always have been in a way where it's I can't hate. I embrace.
You said your mother was sacrificed. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I believe that Michael Jordan's dad was sacrificed. I believe, didn't something happen with Tiger Woods?
Yeah.
My mom, these are all Zionist sacrifices that happen, but this is Satan at the end of the day. There's a lot of people that feel like we're at the end of days. And Jesus runs the world. God runs the world. Jesus is the real king of Israel. And I'm just a simple servant of God. I'm not.
Let's hope he cracks open that Bible and stops playing with the Yahoo chocolate milk on the Bible. And let's hope he cracks open that Bible and really puts in work and does his due diligence in understanding the word and the ultimate message and the prophecies. Because you know, I kind of feel bad for him. He's rambling a little bit now, but you could tell he's just not there. He's not there, and I don't know where there is for him, but I don't think he's ever going to get back.
A mathematician.
Oh, no, I hear you. You said white lives matter because I think I'm going to put words in your mouth. You understood that they're trying to demonize white people to create a crisis for us to fight with each other. I thought that was very true. I think all lives matter, but you went even stronger and said white lives matter. You got criticized for that. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I'm with the all lives matter shit too. If we could just get on some all lives matter shit, everything would be fine. But you know, they gotta polarize it.
Yeah, I thought that that was my right. I felt that I just exercise rights that are only given to whites. A white person can wear a t-shirt that says Black Lives Matter, but for a black person to wear a t-shirt that says White Lives Matter, that somehow makes me racist. So I love just going up and saying, hey, what do you think about this? What about that? And if we don't use
I mean, it's damn sure a conversation starter for sure. And I mean, if you a brother and you in a college town and you rocking the White Lives Matter shirt, Could get you some pussy.
It's our consciousness. They're trying to beat us into our consciousness and make us ignorant. They want to dumb us down. And I'm probably the lowest IQ here of anyone speaking. And I'm saying,
oh, damn. I mean, he just said he was the dumbest nigga at the table, but you know, shout out to Kanye. He's trying.
Say out loud what we feel. We would no longer be ran by the idea of fake influence and celebrities.
I'm going to interrupt you.
No, hold on, Alex. Don't interrupt me. I denounce every celebrity. I denounce every celebrity I ever stood next to.
Oh,
God
shit.
bless you. And you know, that's the Christian.
All right, so he's denouncing every celebrity he stood next to. So does that clear him for having Marilyn Manson at the Sunday service and Justin Bieber?
Word of what I really want to say. Any celebrity, only celebrity that I rock with is Ray J. Literally every
the man who hit it first. That's crazy. And Whack 100 basically just extorted Kanye for a verse on a game track because he had, you know, intercourse tapes that had not been released yet to the public.
Every one of y'all others, y'all all soft, come see me when y'all want to see me. Every fake gangster, so-called killer, any basketball player, any rapper, any actress, any musician, any model, any editor, come see me. Come see God's child right now. Please. I want it. I want to see my mama.
Wow, you heard him. He said, I want to see my mama. Kanye is definitely at this point, I would say that he has self-deletion ideations for sure. He's not going to do it himself, hopefully, but I think that he wants to push the envelope so far that, you know, he just triggers somebody into doing something to him. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on through his head, but he just said, I want to see my mama. And we know where his mama is.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, you can't touch in Jesus' name, baby.
I was going to say this, though. I want to be clear. You say you have the lowest IQ anybody here. I'm not kissing your ass. Yeah, that's not true. There's different types. IQ is just one test. It's one thing. There's cultural IQ.
Yeah, there's different types of intelligence. I think the beat making, the producing, I mean, he's just got a great musical ear. You know, he's not super bright, okay, as far as just having a breadth of knowledge or depth of knowledge, even in, you know, your common core subjects. But I think he did pretty good for himself, right? I mean, he's a former billionaire. You know, this is not a video to degrade Kanye or shit on Kanye, okay? It's not that type of video. This is a video to uplift Kanye and say, hey, man, you know, certain things you can word a little differently. You can step away from. Sometimes you got to ask a nigga, are you married to this idea? Oh, what do you mean by that, Janquavius? Am I married to this idea? Are you married to the idea so much so that you're willing to put everything on the line for it? And if you are, then hey, stand 10 toes like Kanye's doing. But if you're not married to this idea and you think that your mind is subject to change, then you probably want to step away from that idea and say, hey, man, look, I was tweaking. I don't love Hitler. I think he did horrible things. What I meant by that is this, that, and the third. And I think that Kanye should definitely do that. I think that he owes not only himself, but his fans and his mother to do that, because he said he want to see his mama, but, you know, his mama and Hitler are not in the same place. So
there's mathematical, there's spiritual, there's economic savants, there's art savants. And I can tell you, I'm an idiot savant. That's a French word. It doesn't mean I'm actually an idiot. It means that I don't know a lot of stuff, but things I know. Like I don't even get into it, folks, but it's ridiculous. Okay. I can wake up at 2 a.m., 5 a.m.
Uzi and Cardi also.
And I can tell you what time the clock's going to say before I look at it. The little weird thing I can do. The point is that there's savants that actually bring the world to the next level. And I think people need to take that for what it is. I wouldn't call you autistic. You have a savantish thing about you. And I think that's a positive, not a negative. Nick, you want to say anything? You want to say anything, Ollie or Owen?
And Fabio.
Yeah, I want to say this. This is
he's dropping like all the artists that he still fucks with. Uzi and Cardi. He named the two most satanic artists. He named Lil Uzi Vert, aka Lucifer, and Playboy Cardi, who literally has a Lucifer tattoo on his neck. This is why I say that I think Kanye is slick, like battling with if he's a Christian or if he's a Luciferian. I genuinely think that because it's like, why would you name the two most satanic artists when you're talking about Christ? And these two guys, they embrace Lucifer with open arms. So just some food for thought there.
The story that Ye shared. I'm not even going to ask permission because he said he's nobody's hard drive, so I'm nobody's hard drive. Ye was hanging out with Elon, and Elon was sitting there, and they were under a rocket launch, and Elon says to Ye, you have the highest EQ. So there's also the EQ. And what I think Ye is talking about is like, we've assembled a powerful group of Avengers. We have different experiences, different expertise. We, in fact, even interpret information differently. But we've all got a superpower, and we've got to contribute it to taking down the perma-state, the deep state, the globalists, whatever anybody wants to call this, this group that's running us, this depopulation group. We've got to, wage war against the machine. And if everybody rushes to get canceled, they can cancel none of us. And so I think that today, again, is a historic day in which it's not about agreement. It's an agreement and disagreement against them.
No, I agree. I agree that this is about saying free speech is sacrosanct. And even if you disagree with something, it should be celebrated instead of demonizing it.
Wait. Let me interrupt here. And Nick is actually the person who's talked best about this. And this is where I think that like Laura Loomer, who is a Zionist Jew, conservative and patriot, and then you, who are kind of libertarian or conservatarian, and Owen's kind of conservatarian, would disagree with Nick and I, who might be more of the Catholic tradition. We would totally support blasphemy laws. Totally. And I don't want to speak for him, but what Nick points out is that you have to have a right to dissent. That is way more powerful than, free speech, where we're actually rigging the system to have what Ye is talking about, Instagram and pornography.
Absolutely, Ollie. We're going to come right back to you in a moment. Ye wants me to tweet on his giant, with 35 million viewers, 36 million?
Yeah, we're going to have Alex Jones put it up from my Twitter. Hi, Ari Emanuel. How's it going? How's your wife's clothing line?
Here, let's do an overhead shot here, please, guys. So I can do this.
So he's basically tweeting from Kanye's account before Kanye was suspended. He's tweeting from Kanye's account to basically stick the middle finger to Twitter, which is Elon Musk, which is his friend. I think that he could do better when it comes to not burning bridges.
I haven't tweeted in so long, I hardly remember how this works. You guys do an overhead shot for me? All right, so this is Ye's phone here. And I just want to say, I love, L-O-V, the
Jews.
That true? Would say that? It's true. I do love them. First, how do you say amendment? AMT? What's the abbreviation?
AMDT, I think. Not sure.
Yeah, I got it. I love the First Amendment. Long live Ye. We got to capitalize that, though. All right. I'm going to tweet that. I love the First Amendment.
They goofy as
Long
hell.
live Ye. I hope.
No. We're going to pray. No hoping. We pray.
No, I pray.
No hoping. We pray.
Pray Elon. Elon is for real.
This is the most struggled tweet I've ever seen.
No, pray to God, not to Elon. Pray that God.
He said, I pray Elon is for real. He said, I pray to God that Elon's for real. Kanye trying to throw God and everything. I'm dead.
God.
I pray to God. I agree. I'll say that. I pray
to Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Say his name. There's power. There's strength in the name.
He said, "Say there's power, there's strength in the name."
Jesus. Okay, I pray to Jesus that Elon is for real.
What do you mean by for real? What does that mean? For real about what? Be more specific.
Trying to free up the internet.
Write that. Write that.
Elon,
I believe he is.
I pray to Jesus.
That Apple doesn't deplatform Elon for freeing the internet.
I hope he's for real.
No, pray that Apple doesn't deplatform Elon for freeing the
Well, he just met with him. He says he's not now, but I hear you. And then ... I love the First Amendment. Long live ye. I pray to Jesus that Elon is for real. Bam! I'm back on Twitter. There you go. We give it to him now. Here you go, buddy.
Man, these dudes
35 million or whatever it is followers. This is great ideas you're having, man.
Hey.
I have a few good ideas. I believe, let me talk for a second. Don't cut me off. I have a few good ideas. I have ideas that surpass the idea of just being a black face for the Trump administration, just being Elon's cool friend at a concert. I actually have real ideas, Tim Cook. I actually have real ideas. And I get marginalized into these places. And I understand people are afraid of the truth. The best EQ on the planet. When I went to people like David Simon and Jamie Salter and all these Jewish businessmen, they would offer me things like, hey, we'll give you one store. And I got frustrated. I got frustrated with the Gap, with Adidas, of being held back. And people act like they're going to help you, but they really control you like how Jamie Salter controls Shaquille O'Neal or the NBA controls Shaquille O'Neal. And this is nothing, no knock to our brother. All black people feel the way I feel, but nobody wants to go broke. No one else can take a $2 billion hit and still have $400 million, you know? So that's God putting me.
I don't agree that black people feel the way he feels too, though. I don't agree with that because they turned their back on him for show online, at least.
In a position to be able to fight battles that other people can't fight. But the people, the real people, they're standing up, they're talking. The problem.
How can anybody disagree with this? It's awesome.
There you go.
All right, now we got Ali Alexander, and everybody's hunched over the tweet command base.
Nick, what are you tweeting?
Let's see. How about this?
Can we shift the camera over there, guys? I know it's hard, but
yeah.
How about Christ is King?
Amen.
America first.
America first.
What else?
Death to the New World Order.
No death. That's
was it no death
politically? Okay.
Yes.
Well, a little self-serving.
The death to the New World Order.
No, Alex Jones was right. I should have said that.
I like the InfoWars part actually.
How about Groyper?
Put your Groyper thing, but also say don't visit InfoWars.com.
Groyper. Okay. I'll tag myself. There we go.
You're supposed to say InfoWars. He told you to. I put what he put about Jesus.
Should I put InfoWars? InfoWars.
Don't visit InfoWars.com.
Don't visit. No, yes, do all the way that you, as a master of the universe, the way that you push ideas forward is all positive affirmations.
I'm glad that billions of you are going to visit InfoWars. Yeah, I'm glad that billions are going to visit InfoWars.
Ari and Manuel, if your wife needs any help on her creative direction for her line, I will gladly help you. Even though you tried to destroy my life, I will help your wife on the creative direction, and I will not do anything unchristian when we're in the room together. In Jesus' name. Ari, if you want.
Yeah, I heard that Kanye was like showing videos of his wife naked and shit, or them fucking to people who he was working with at, I don't know if it was Gap or Adidas, but not the best work environment. Definitely sexual harassment. So he needs to be careful because he's just doing a lot right now.
Me to help your wife with her line. I'm here.
Okay.
What'd you put out? We're gonna put it on screen.
I put out Christ is King, America First, Groyper, and then I put
beautiful
Bible.com.
Beautiful.
Did you put the InfoWars thing?
He did. It's good. That'll give him a heart attack.
I go Ali Alexander. What are you gonna tweet from Ye's Twitter?
I'm gonna. Can I get this real quick?
Yeah.
By the way, anytime you're just flying over, you want to land, come on the show.
We'll do it once a week.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna write about the J6 victims. I think that
we should think about them.
Ye did more. We got the camera. So Ye did more than the Republican establishment, than the conservative establishment.
Here, come sit in my chair. Come sit in my chair. Oh, here. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Take a piss. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So Ye did more than the Republican establishment, than the conservative movement to highlight the due process abuses and the torture. And Laura, could you stop calling while we're live on air? I mean, my gosh. Girl, she's on the spectrum too. So she's got that, with good comment. But so I think that we need to talk about the J6 victims. So let's, all caps, investigate the civil rights and due process violations of the J6 political prisoners.
So they're not gonna like this, especially coming from Kanye's Twitter page.
Why were the only people killed unarmed protesters that day? Free Alex. Free Nick. Nicholas.
Free speech.
Free speech. Ugh.
So this is how Kanye writes his music. No, I'm just kidding.
And free Ali.
Free Ali.
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya.
And then he tagged himself. I'm dead, dude. He must have got hella clout before that shit got taken down.
Kumbaya. Yeah, I don't know if that's it.
Ducking autocorrect.
Ducking autocorrect.
Sweet.
There we go. Did we get the overhead of that? Let's get the team to get the camera. Get the camera. I love the crew, but get the camera. Zoom in. That's what I want.
Get the mask.
Yeah.
I should.
Get the mask.
Get the mask. Come on, do it.
Oh, you want me to redo the skit?
Yeah, do it.
All right, I love this crew, but sometimes they can just be stubborn. Zoom in, overhead shot. I'm sorry, I'm just a retard. We love Alex. Who else would let us do this?
All right, we gotta do this time. Thank you very much, Ali. I want to go back to Owen quick, and he's welcome to stay as long as he wants, but he's got a lot of big stuff going on. A great idea having folks tweet out.
Allegedly.
What else do you want to tweet? Yeah, who knows? Maybe maybe Ye was never here. It's never disrespect when I call you Kanye. I've just been calling you that for 15 years, so it's like you call him my brother or something a name, and then he changed his name. But Ye is even better, and it's definitely taking hold. I think it's an awesome name. But seriously, Ye, what else do you want to tweet out to folks? Because everything right now is going super mega total viral. What is your message to Trump right now? What's your message to DeSantis right now?
I don't know who DeSantis is. I never heard of the guy.
No, I hear you. Well, all the elites back in DeSantis gives me a lot.
I ain't gonna lie though, DeSantis snapped in Florida, no cap.
A lot of concern.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but the elites are backing him. That is a big red flag.
It's like we love Trump. We love Ye.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, fuck it. I'll rock with Trump again. I would. I mean, shit. There's no other choice. But I personally don't think he can win again. I will vote for him. But man, I just think the powers that be are just too powerful. It's like thinking that I'm gonna get remonetized. It's a lost cause.
I'm with you. It's Ye and Trump, and anybody going for DeSantis or McCarthy. That's just not the energy. That's not the vibe. That's not MAGA. That's not Jesus energy. That's not dragon energy. So, and I like what Ye said about people need to just put it all on the line and finally tell the truth. That's the problem.
Well, here's the bottom line. You're not a white supremacist. I've seen your show. You love everybody. You stand up for white people. Everybody should stand up for themselves and everybody else. It's a load of crap that you're a white supremacist.
True. Yeah. And
did you help round up Jews like George Soros?
No.
Okay. Well, then I don't want to hear anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything from the ADL or anybody else.
But for the ADL, I want to say there's a lot of good Nazis that were just fighting for their country.
Dude, he is hilarious. And what he's saying, according to the United States government, is true. Otherwise, they wouldn't have recruited the Nazi scientists to work on what we now call NASA.
And for them
and other projects.
Like George Soros.
For them all to get put in a box. They're all in a box. Every Nazi's bad. Well, could some of the Nazis have just been fighting for their country? We can't put them all in a box.
No, I get you're explaining that, like you said, you love the Zionists. You don't agree with some of the things they're doing, even though you don't support a lot of what's happening. Seriously, I've really studied a lot of history. Plus, I had family that was there, and so I mean, I don't think Hitler was a good guy. I get the Hugo Boss uniforms, amazing, but I mean, just because you're in love with the design, you're a designer. Can we just kind of say like you like the uniforms, but that's about it?
No, we
Look, Alex Jones is trying to get him to walk back the Hitler shit. And guys, I can't see the chat anymore. YouTube has completely I don't know if y'all are chatting or not, but I mean the numbers absolutely don't make sense. But Alex Jones is getting them to walk the comment back, and he's just like not doing it at all.
No, there's a lot of things that I love about Hitler. A lot of things.
What?
Hey, Netten, what did you think about that, Netten? This is insane. You are an insane person. How could you say something? It's okay that.
So let me ask you like the Azov Battalion because they openly howl Hitler. They're the leftovers of World War II. They support Zelensky and attacking Russia. So you like the Azov Battalion?
I love everyone.
Well, my point is you weren't involved with Hitler. You didn't do anything. So having the ADL say anybody that opposes communism and the New World Order is a Nazi, well, you kind of get what you give, you know?
No one cares about the ADL. They're played out. Jesus is
they ran Twitter till last week. But yeah,
they don't run anything. No one knows no one cares. They're played out. Look at people have had a problem. Look at Clockwork Orange. There's a part where a Jewish guy makes the guy kiss the shoe and he says, kiss the Jew. Like people have had issues with Jewish people forever. But what I'm saying is I love Jewish people. I love Jewish people.
We're talking about Stanley Kubrick. Put the war room background up at the end there. You think Clockwork Orange is about Jews?
Absolutely. Look at it.
I thought it was about a collapsing. Stanley Kubrick was a Jew.
Oh, wow.
I know his daughter. He was a great guy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he made Dr. Strangelove. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I see incredible literature and art and music and just so much great stuff Jews do. Just like I see so many great things black people do or any other group. Like, Beethoven's German. I don't blame Beethoven for Hitler. And I believe in free speech.
Well, what about Wagner?
Well, they demonized Wagner because Hitler liked it.
Or Adi Dassler or Hugo Boss. We have all this demonization. We don't care anymore, ADL. Obviously, no one cares. Shut up. No one cares. Jesus is king. Shut up. It's done. Tomorrow. It's all the next day.
But, German cars do break down and cost a lot of money to fix.
Yeah, that is true. I used to own a BMW. They ain't playing that shit. The maintenance is a bitch. I mean, so much money wasted.
Germans make really good cars.
I think the Japanese make better ones.
Yeah, true.
Germans had a really cool leader at one time.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, this nigga has no chill. This nigga talking about the Germans had a really good leader at one time. He ain't shit.
Oh my God. Look, I drive mainly American cars. But when it comes to company cars, it's a couple Toyotas because the damn things don't break. I mean, it is ridiculous.
You know what?
The Japanese bitch to the globalist groups. They want to make light bulbs go 100 years. They want to make cars never break. They can do that. The Japanese are pissed. That's why they've not said they're for electric cars. They go, these don't work. It takes more carbon. Why are you doing this?
That's what needs to be broken. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I want to say with Ben Shapiro, he was so disrespectful to his employee, Candace Owens, for speaking out
his employee. He be taking slick shots.
And that just showed you another level of this kind of control that's out there.
No, I agree. I like Candace. She has a lot of courage. She's a really smart, beautiful lady. Really defended you. But I mean, are you saying Ben Shapiro's got her on a leash?
I think it's pretty obvious.
As our Paul Watson, we didn't launch her. She deserved it. But INFOWARS launched Candace Owens.
Yes, but everyone is still controlled by the Jewish media. We need to serve Christ first. Christ first. Everyone, period. Trump.
Okay, but you say the Jewish media. Let me just bring up a real world example. I'm trying to get there. I only met Matt Drudge once. He came here, hung out a few hours, and went to dinner. He's Jewish. I never asked for anything. He never told me what to do. He only sent a few emails here and there to writers. saying, hey, when you break something, email it to me. And he was a Jewish guy that totally helped us go to the next level. We would have been successful without him, but he like supercharged it.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bruh. You really do want to have a Jewish guy in your camp, because them motherfuckers do be supercharging businesses for sure. Like that's some undeniable shit, honestly. Not every guy, of course, but when it comes to like this business shit, they do be funding shit and putting they put their foot in the business. That's what I like to call it. They put their foot in the business. I mean, Alex Jones is telling you guys that Drudge, I guess the guy from the Drudge Report, helped him out and boost his platform. We've been looking for one of those, honestly, but few and far between for sure. But like Alex Jones said, there's good and bad people in each group. It just so happens that a lot of the bad small hats are in the entertainment in media. They're just cloaked, if you will. They're just hidden. Okay, it's almost like a shadow effect. But there's good and bad people in every community. Like, we can go down the line. I don't think I have to make that disclaimer again, because we've already done that. But yes, this is live. Guys, Joe Star, I see your comment. Yeah, it's live.
Then suddenly he flips the other side, never talk to him again, and his website's like a Democrat hellscape. But I'm just saying, it's like, I've known a lot of Jews in my life, and I didn't have the Hollywood experience you had. All the Jews in my life, overall, were very nice people. Is all I'm saying.
I'm actually tired of hearing about the Jews. Like, I love them. Honestly, I don't even care that much,
But we spent the last 2 hours talking about them. I mean,
because it's fun. It's fun.
You don't want to hear about them. We want to talk about them all day.
Because being canceled is fun, because we're showing you guys the extent that you can go, right? Because everything at this point that you do proves my point. Watch this. If I say DEFCON 3 and then you cancel all of my deals, you proved exactly why I needed to go DEFCON.
No, I agree with what you just said. Let me stop you, because Dave Chappelle.
Alex,
go ahead.
let me channel.
All right, go ahead.
Let me channel. What the fuck?
If I and Dave Chappelle works for the Jews anyway. So if I say, now I forgot what I had to say. Let me meditate. Let me get into a place.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Love you, brother. Jesus is King. If I go on this interview and I say, I love Hitler, and then they go and 5150 me and try to lobotomize me like we saw Harley Pasternak do, or they put me in prison, it just proves what I'm saying. And it's going to spark the high schools. It's going to spark the grammar schools. It's going to spark the colleges that say enough is enough. It doesn't matter how on the spectrum you think I am. I have the right to speak out loud. That is our First Amendment. And it's a shame that you have to be considered to be on the spectrum to have enough courage to speak out loud. I do love my family, right? But I looked at every possible outcome. I've practiced Chinese water torture on myself.
What the fuck? This nigga waterboarding himself.
I would like skip along Malibu in front of my house and sing, when the Clintons come to kill me, how is it going to be? What are they going to do to kill me? Wait a second. Nathan, what do you have to say about this? Nathan, don't want to say nothing.
This nigga is a damn fool. Everybody just looking at him like...
What I'm trying to get at here is, yay. That
shit.
I don't think the father of the future revolution against tyranny is Hitler. And Hitler said a coming man was coming that would be the next Hitler that would destroy the New World Order and the whole system. He wanted his own New World Order. He thought it would come out of America. Do you know about Hitler and his coming man?
No, I don't know about that. But what we have to...
Well, I just think you should not want to be Hitler's coming man.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
I didn't say I was. I don't really care that much about Hitler. I love him. Seems like
you just do it as a way to like troll.
No, he seems like a cool guy. It's like
seems like a cool guy. Alex Jones is getting him. He's trying to get him to step away from it Kanye's too hard headed.
He, you know, it's like he had a really cool outfit and stuff, and he was a really good artist.
And if you guys don't know, Hitler was definitely a part of secret societies. And he definitely, I mean, from the looks of it, from what I'm understanding, he was on that Aleister Crowley shit too. So
architect, and
that this just backs up my point that Kanye could be a Satanist, and I don't know if he just doesn't know it or if he is blatantly doing this. But like I said, he produced the song Lucifer that Jay-Z had rapped over. He produced a beat for that, so he knows. I mean, he's been throwing up the rock for, you know, however long, which is obviously a Masonic symbol. Like I said, I can't fall behind Kanye 100%. I was rocking with him up until the Hitler shit, but it is funny. It is like entertaining for this nigga to try and go off.
And
so you're in love with the look of it.
And he didn't kill 6 million Jews. That's just like factually incorrect.
Guys, get the Ronald Reagan clip they showed me yesterday. Sorry, go ahead. Ronald Reagan said that too. Well, I think Hitler did target and kill some people. So I think, you know.
I think Obama killed Palestinians.
No, I hear you. Here's where I think the frustration is. And Nick, you can comment on this.
And Obama was not the first black president. He was another Jewish president.
Americans are tired of hearing that we're Hitler and that we did bad things when we defeated Hitler. And that's my biggest beef.
Let's not say his name anymore. Only say Christ's name moving forward.
I agree. Like, I'm tired of hearing I'm a Nazi. I'm really, because I'm not. But I think by them falsely accusing people, some people are going to become Nazis.
I am. Now what? I am.
You heard him. He said he's a Nazi. This nigga is childish as hell.
Now what? Now I'm a Nazi, Ari Emanuel. Isn't that what it said? Because this is the thing.
You're doubling down.
Look, Alex, I love you. Do not cut this rant off.
I'm not. You're live.
Right here. Okay, so we're in America. We get our history stolen from us, and we're all made to slaves. The Native Americans and the ones brought over on Jewish slave boats, right? And then we're so-called free, but we're never free. And we're Republican, but then we're turned to Democrats at the MLK, JFK time, right? And we're told we're black, and they made songs that said, say it loud, say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. And then crack came. And then rappers started saying, what's up, my nigga? I'm a nigga. You a nigga. It's, okay, I'm a nigga then. Wait a second. I thought nigga was bad a second ago. Nah, nigga is fine. That's what the feds told us to call ourselves.
I mean, I see what he's saying, but I mean, you got to walk back that Hitler statement, bro.
And then even Beyonce, we never thought she'd call herself a bitch. Missy said, hey, I'm a bitch. Everyone says I'm a bitch. Okay, now our black women are bitches. So we're bitches and niggas now, right? I'm a nigga, you a bitch. I've even said this in my raps. So I wake up and I look at my phone and they say, Ye's an anti-Semitic. So I said, okay, well, I'm an anti-Semitic.
Wow.
No, you said I'm an anti-Semitic. Get it? You understand what I'm saying? Bring in the clowns. There will be clowns.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Bring in the clowns.
I tell you what, let's play that Frank Sinatra clip for a minute. Let's get Owen Schroyer and Ollie to have some comments, final comments here. Are you going to push that jet back or you got to get out of here?
I got to get out of here. They already pushed the jet back, tried to stop us from getting here the first time. Nick, can you tell them what happened?
For folks who don't know, tell them about that.
Yeah, we had to have the plane turn around midair because there was a issue. Here goes the issue. There was some issue with the plane.
You said that had happened before.
No, that was the first time it happened with me, but we were up in the air 20 minutes out, and then there was some kind of big alarm. We had to turn.
Damn, they was gonna blow the plane up with Kanye on it. God damn.
Turn the plane around and land. And Ye said, "Oh, he's not even gonna believe me." He said, "Alex isn't going to believe me because I guess it didn't happen the first time.
Yeah, something else
to get
happened,
the show together. Yeah, so but that
the last time we had it, yeah.
Yeah, so there was some seal on the door that was broken, and so we were.
Well, you don't want to depressurize the cabin.
Yeah, now we wanted to go down safely, not like crash into a mountain or something. So,
which I'm not afraid of. Whatever way you guys want to choose to, take me out or.
You hear him like Kanye. I think you took yourself out the game. There's no point in deleting you anymore. You know what this could be a huge ploy by Kanye to just say, to save his own life, to be like, look, you know, there's no reason to take me out because I've already said enough stupid shit. So everything that I say from now on is going to be questioned and it's not going to be taken seriously. So he basically neutralized himself and made himself not a threat by making these Hitler statements. So that could be it as well. I don't know. I'm just thinking about how to rationalize this shit. But he could just be trying to neutralize himself by making himself look to be like some nut, and everything that he says is discredited. Therefore, he can say whatever the fuck he wants.
Whatever. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm only afraid of God. One thing I want to say to all of you guys is no one still stepped up other than Jon Stewart to say, hey, he was upset about the practices. The contracts have still not changed. So you could do whatever you want to do and say whatever you want about me. We don't like his mask. We don't like, everyone likes the jacket. Of course, everyone loves the jacket, right? You could say whatever you want about me. You could distract us with this Balenciaga kind of conversation. You could distract us with all of these woke ideas. You can choose your superheroes. Like, oh, we're going to choose George Floyd instead of the MLKs. We're going to choose Gabby and Lizzo instead of the Beyoncés. You can try to create the narrative, but God runs the world. And the people are tired of that. People, all the athletes, all of the celebrities, what I'm saying is, I love you guys also. I understand you're all scared. I understand why you don't want to get your bank accounts frozen. I get it. I love you. I'm not listening to none of y'all because y'all all scared.
And you notice the more they pressure whatever the issue is, the more it causes resistance. Let's play 2 minutes of Frank Sinatra, Bring in the Clowns. Then a final comment from Ollie Alexander, final comment from Rowan Schroyer, final comment from everybody here. And the good news is you're 10 minutes from the airport, so I know your flight was at 2, but you can push it back. We've got Ye in here with us.
And then the clowns.
Okay, I can't play that Frank Sinatra because it's obviously copywritten. I'm gonna just fast forward it a little bit. All right, give me 1 second. And we are back. Let me just click it.
Quit watching.
All right. There we go.
Please print me a DEF CON.
Oh, that DEF CON was not Christ-like. No signing that one.
Damn, this nigga Kanye.
Laura Luma, say what you
He the type of nigga that you invite to your house and he just break everything.
gotta say. I have to leave soon. Laura.
Are you guys live on here again?
Yes, we're live, Laura. Quit watching the internet.
Oh, hey. No, look, for Elon Musk, I don't know if he's watching or not, but, I'm calling on Elon Musk to restore the accounts of everybody who was banned. He said this week that he was going to give an amnesty to all the accounts that were banned. So I would like my account back. I think that you should get your account back. I think that Nick Fuentes and Ali should get their accounts back. And also, for the people that are texting me and calling me right now saying, oh, you're Jewish, how could you not, call out Ye for his comments about Jews and Hitler today? I'm not going to tell Ye what he's allowed to think. I'm not going to tell Ye what he's allowed to say. I'm a free speech absolutist. And if you cannot understand, right, that this is about free speech, this is about combating cancel culture and standing up against the censors and the cancel culture movement, then I don't really want to talk to you. And this is more than just, somebody being Jewish, somebody being Christian. This is about the truth and fighting for free speech. So I just want to say that, I'm here to fight to make sure that Ye has a right to say what he wants to say, even as a Jewish woman, because free speech is greater than all of us. This is what we're fighting for together.
That's right. And we lose that, we lose everything.
Okay, hit you back a little bit later. Love you. Thank you.
You want that piece of paper again?
Now I want to photograph it and put this version of it online.
Beautiful. And you got to leave in like 10 minutes. So I want to play.
I got to leave in now minutes, but it's okay.
You got to leave now minutes.
Now
my
minutes.
way. But real quick, Ollie Alexander, first, Owen Shorey, you're going to come up in like an hour, 3 p.m. Central, the War Room. We'll have highlights of this, everything. We'll have a post game here, but other comments.
Well, I'll not give my whole plethora here. I'll save some of that time for the War Room coming up in an hour so that Ali can speak to. But, one quick thing, all these people out there saying, oh, Ye's lost his mind. Ye's lost his mind. Again, check yourselves. We are mutilating children and calling them trans kids and calling it gender affirming surgery.
True.
No, Ye has not lost his mind. You have. We have men claiming they can get pregnant. No, Ye has not lost his mind. You have.
True.
We have now open sex trafficking happening at the southern border and the White House forcing Border Patrol to be the final ushers in of the unaccompanied youths to their pimps. No, Ye has not lost his mind. We all have for this going on. Now, when Ye talks about wearing the White Lives Matter shirt, and really this is what we're doing here today too, it's culture jamming. That's what we're doing. Oh, you can wear a Black Lives Matter shirt, but you can't wear a White Lives Matter shirt. We're ramming their own culture down their throat, and we're finding out that they don't like it. Same thing with this interview today. We believe in free speech, whether we agree with what each other are saying or not. We believe in their right to say
and it's an exercise of us showing we're here. We have our own platform, and the internet #1 story, hands down, in the world right now is this broadcast because people want free speech. Great point. 60-second closing comment, Owen. Then Nick Fuentes, then Ali Alexander, then you.
And I think this was great. I think this conversation was great. I love all of them getting together. Kanye, obviously, he's Kanye. We're not taking much of what he said seriously. But for the other panelists, they did a great job on allowing Kanye to get his shit off and controlling the narrative and distancing themselves from what he said to, not conflate the message from Kanye just being a distracting troll.
Well, I would say I don't think the story here with Ye should be about anti-Semitism or Nazis or any of that. To me, the human interest story is
though. They're fine.
But Ye, think about what you can do with your platform right now, because they want to make that the issue. Most people say, I grew up, the whole world. I'm talking about everybody watching this right now.
That's fine.
We want Ye to expose the corruption, the secrets, the societies like you've been doing. We want Ye to pull the curtain back.
Yo, like Alex Jones is like that, he's like the coach. He's like the coach, the football coach, the high school football coach who like recruits the Jamaicans and the Africans to come play for the school. Like you could tell he really cares about Kanye. It's like Kanye's like his adopted kid. Like he's just trying to take care of him and make sure he doesn't, harm himself type shit.
Back on Hollywood. Pull the curtain back on Balenciaga. Pull the curtain back on all of this stuff.
None of it's sacrosanct. Everybody should be able to criticize.
I'll cover the rest of my comments later today on the War Room. I got a lot. I want to make sure Ali gets a final comment here before Ye leaves.
Here's one more question the crew had. What about your personal trainer saying, we'll put you in who turned out he was in secret government operations and mind control in Canada, admitted it. Him saying, I'll put you in a mental institution for life if you don't shut up. I mean, I get why you're pissed. You're not going to be dominated.
Exactly. I've expressed myself, and I've expressed myself calmly, and no one's scared anymore. You guys have beat me to a pulp, but I'm still alive. And now I'm not afraid. You can't threaten me. You could call me crazy. You could take the money. You could take all the supermodels. And don't take the supermodels. Don't take the supermodels.
Hey, sometimes a waitress is better.
Don't take the supermodels, Netanyahu.
Better than a supermodel.
That is true. The waitresses are always better than the supermodels, okay?
So, but Jesus
or the hostess at Hooters, better than the supermodels.
is king, and I love everyone. This is love speech, Ari. This is love speech in Jesus' name. The real King of Israel, Jesus Christ. This is love speech. I love Jewish people. I love supermodels. Wait a second. Let's see what Netan loves.
Oh shit!
Not that. Maybe Hitler.
I'm Netanyahu. I ain't never had a supermodel.
He said that nigga Netanyahu ain't never had a supermodel, and I don't believe that. Man, Netanyahu's getting he's getting the top. He getting whatever the fuck he want.
Yeah, Cattell.
All right. Well, you're going to leave here in a few minutes. And you're going to think, gosh, I wish I would have said that. So what do you wish you would have said?
I think I said a lot. You know, I think I said pretty.
And that's a good leading question Alex Jones put in. You know, you're going to leave here. What is something that you wish you would have said? And then the follow-up question is, okay, now what is something that you wish you didn't say?
Pretty good.
Did you retweet out a little sign picture?
Yes, I did, sir.
All right, Infowars.com. Tomorrow's news today. Whoever's staying behind is going to be here and be on air. We're going to unpack all this, obviously, and cover it and, get into every issue. But, yeah, do you think humanity survives? What do you make of the mark of the beast, the forced COVID inoculations?
I mean, this is a wave in the right direction.
Huh?
Why did you think you were able to do 3 hours here? You just did 3 hours, 3 minutes, by the way. You did 3 hours, 3 minutes. Why were you able to stay here but not with Tim Pool?
Because Tim Pool got the call from those boys 10 minutes before I got there. And said, flag this and flag that. Also, Tim Pool is the NPC, you know.
No.
And you're a real human being. So
damn, he called Tim Pool NPC. I'm dead.
No one's ever heard of Tim Pool. You know, you're the legend that is Alex Jones. And you were fighting on the front line. And now we're here with you. You got some other
I don't know. Tim Pool got clout. He clouded up for sure.
Superheroes, part of the Avenger movie, fighting for Christ. And
Tim Pool is like the baby Joe Rogan.
Free speech.
And I called it. I said, what is this, a superhero thing with the mask? He said, yeah, but don't say it. They'll figure it out. But I was saying, yeah, I'm Lex Luthor. What is the new Ye superhero we're talking about?
It's someone in service to Jesus Christ, not into his own ego. And that I have my rights. You know, I had the right to wear a mask for the entire. I had the right to wear a super, super, super fresh jacket. You know, I had the right to tell God, please don't take away the supermodels. I just want to marry one. You know.
I can say this because I've never seen you in concert. My daughter has. Big fan. I'm a fan of a lot of your music, but I've never seen you in person. You don't look little on screen, but you don't look like a really big guy. But in person, I'm a stocky guy. I'm kind of small compared to you. You're built like a brick, you know what house, and you're tall, you're pretty tall too. So I don't.
Kanye tall. Kanye's like 5'8". He's not that tall, but he is a little more stocky now.
I don't think people that have been around Ye in person, just
he probably got them damn Balenciaga shoes. Them shits give you 6 inches.
It's interesting, and you're a handsome guy in person. I wish you weren't wearing that damn mask.
That's the vision.
But you won't give us what we want.
Look, Alex Jones, dude, he reminds me of like so many like old football coaches and just like that old Southern or a pastor. I mean, you gotta love the guy. Come on.
Won't show us your face at the end.
Absolutely not.
That kind of kills it, huh? People, it was a Ye impersonator. He was never here.
We never know. Dave Chappelle. I guess we'll never know.
Last thing on Dave Chappelle. I watched it Saturday Night Live where he grovels, but at the end he says, well, whoever that group is, we're not allowed to talk about it. Good night. So he admitted, though, there's powerful groups controlling our speech, at least the end.
Yeah,
everybody has to do it in their own way, but he said they dropped that nigga.
He's still stuck on the nigga thing. Kanye, how many times have you said nigga in your songs, though? Come on, dude. Come on.
And as my friend, I've never dropped a rap bar ever saying anything on a Jewish platform dissing my friend Dave Chappelle.
I mean, if you're signed to a Jewish record label and you dissed another nigga by calling him a nigga, then what does that make you? I mean, you shouldn't be mad at Dave Chappelle. Come on. He makes jokes for a living, dude.
And I have an issue with it. And you could tell Big Country I got an issue. That's the security. You could tell Corey Smith, he don't deserve to wear gold teeth.
What do you Dave early was like
Nick, to you. What do you have to say about Corey Smith's gold teeth?
Real quick, 10 years ago, he was like, there's a mafia. They came to me and said what I got to do. He ran off to Africa. Now he's kind of come back. Did he sell out?
He didn't sell it. He sold out a little bit because
nah, he didn't sell out, bro. He's still saying whatever the fuck he wants, bro. Come on.
Because he denounced the king. You know what I'm saying? He denounced me. I'm the one fighting on the front line, and no black person should say nothing bad about me in public unless they a puppet. Period. I put my life on the line. And then afterwards, they're going to talk about it. If anything happens to me, everyone's going to be, oh, he was the greatest. He was the greatest. Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up. Go home to your scared little Benz and your scared little townhome and your scared little movie contracts and shut up. Don't talk to me about nothing, bro.
What do you think of Ice Cube? That he lost 9 or 7 million, whatever it was, because he wouldn't take the shot. I respect that.
Yeah, I respect Cube, but he's got to play his position. It's like, you know, it's fine. I wanted Cube to come in and help us with the politics because he's one of the only people that was brave enough to talk.
He's definitely for real.
Yeah, he's an engineer. He's an architect and engineer by trade. And then he dropped out to do entertainment. Guys, hey, everybody, stop. All engineers, we need our engineers back. We need our architects back. We need our doctors back. Stop with the photos on Instagram. Stop with all the entertainment. 21 Savage owns a bank. We have brilliant people that are inside of.
By the way, I want to say the future, we're very close with some folks to actually having a bank. It's funny you bring that up, a bank and internet processing for patriots. That's the future.
Wow.
Is not trying to fix Twitter or fix any of it, building our own system.
I mean, the future is the past also, because as soon as you got the internet, all these things, the data can be copied by China, by these banks.
Yeah, you don't really own your data if it's on the cloud. So this is the last question. Yeah. I know Louis Farrakhan. I've interviewed him. I agree with like 95% of what he says. Some things I don't agree with. But the point is, I think he cares about people. He's a real guy, and he's nothing compared to the left saying all whites are devils. And
I don't know. Farrakhan definitely does, you know, use that white devil's rhetoric. And I mean, he said some shit about Malcolm X too, talking about there was some speech I saw where he was like, we had to kill Malcolm because da 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 da. So I don't know, but you know, it is what it is, man. The NOI is, you know, respect to them, but it definitely feels cultish.
Criminals, so they're way more racist than he is. But I get, you know, what he's been saying. You kind of got mad at him and said, hey, don't disrespect me with my billions they just stole, because he said, hey, maybe it was never yours. I think his point is what you just made. If they can grab it out of your account, it's never yours unless it's your farm, your people, your kids, your thing. It's not yours. I don't think he was dissing your success. I think he was saying, was it ever yours to begin with? They can take it.
Our life is not ours. It's God's.
So now you get what he was saying.
I talked to the minister.
Oh, good. So you're not mad at him now.
I'm not mad at anyone. I'm not mad at Ari.
Well, if it's not off record, tell us about the conversation.
On the record, Ari Emanuel, if you need me and your wife to step into a private room and have me work on her clothing line, I'm here.
That's wild.
But seriously, so you were a little mad at Farrakhan. You had to talk. How'd that go?
It's gonna be all Christian, Ari. Rom. Don't worry. It's gonna be all Christian, Rom.
You are something else.
You
look really friendly and nice, but with that mask, you look evil as hell. Let me just say this in closing. I've done a lot of study. I think Hitler was a really bad guy, and I repudiate what Hitler did. I understand that the British intelligence set him up and used him.
I like Hitler.
I don't like Hitler. And I know you're trying to be shocking with that.
I'm not trying to be shocking. I like Hitler. I do not. The Holocaust is not what happened. Let's look at the facts of that. Hitler has a lot of redeeming qualities.
So tell us, you think Hitler was the good guy in World War II?
I think God says man should not kill. We should not have wars, period. None of us should be killing anybody. Ukraine and the streets of Chicago, all violence should stop, and we should all serve Christ. That's what I feel. And I feel like I love everyone accordingly, from all the way from the Balenciagas to the...
Yeah, see, he bugging. The School of the Art Institute of Chicago snatches Kanye West's honorary degree after hateful comments. So, I mean, he's canceled himself.
The Hitlers.
Well, let me tell you a story.
Hold on, sir.
Okay.
To Ari Emanuel, to Jamie Dimon, to the people who... What's that?
Got an Amber Alert. Here's
Amber
what I'm
Alert.
saying.
Wow.
My grandfather would never tell World War II stories. And after he died, we read over his stuff, and he never even told my dad all the stuff he did and everything. But it was all in their letters and commendations. He told me, he said, kid, I was like 8 years old.
Kanye, fucking listen up, bro. Damn. Stop interrupting.
This is when my ex-girlfriend Amber was doing something in the streets. I got to
before he died, I was like 5 years old. The point was, and I was like, tell me
cute.
World War II story. Tell me World War II story. And he said, okay, well, we came in out of Africa. We came into Italy. He was there 3 years. He said by the time they got to Germany, they went into this death camp, and there were piles of dead bodies 100 feet tall with blackbirds eating people's eyeballs out. All I'm telling you is that just because you hate the globalists and what they're doing, and I get it. Klaus Schwab's grandfather was a Nazi. I think there's Nazis above the ADL.
Yeah, but Nazis are like kind of cool.
Because you like their uniforms.
No, these are people. Everyone's a people. I love all people.
So you love the Zionists?
I love this. I said that earlier in the show.
All right. You have any comments on Hitler?
I have to agree
Who
with
did
Ye.
Ye say he hated? Ye didn't
Nick Fuentes agreed with Ye. I'm dead. Hold up.
say he hated anybody. Why isn't anybody listening to him? He said, I love this person. I love the people who are trying to take away my children. I love this person. He never
Yeah, but I don't think we listen. I'm just getting it totally clear. But I think
Alex,
Stalin,
the same thing. You did the same thing.
Stalin is horrible. Hitler is horrible. Mao is horrible.
No. I love all.
And I agree with that. Throw in Lenin too. Mao Zedong. Kim Jong-un. Just throw all them guys in there.
All of those.
You love Mao Zedong?
Absolutely. Mao
See, he bugging now.
brought
Well, clarify that. You're saying you're like Christ-like. You love everybody.
Yeah.
No matter. You love Jim Jones. You love Jeffrey Dahmer.
Absolutely.
Okay, so he loves everybody.
Okay, well, let's clarify. I get to.
But it didn't need clarification because he said, I'm starting with the Bible. He's ending with the Bible. And that's what, but they did it to you, Alex, because you had a guy who came here and you're like, I'll be Satan. I'll be the evil guy. I did Sandy Hook. Remember, you did the same thing that he's doing right now.
All right. Absolutely. Yay. We appreciate you. Anything else you want to add?
Jesus is king. Start with the Bible. Love your children. Love your family. Think about the things that you're doing before you throw stones. Stop the trauma. Stop the generational abuse, the sexual abuse.
I agree. What's next, Yay, in Yay world? What are you going to do next?
Sir, I was still in the middle of it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Love you. Stop the abuse. Generation, they say abuse goes 3 generations. Stop the trafficking. Instagram is sex trafficking. The language, I'm gonna screw your wife. I'm gonna have all that is trafficking. Stop it. Stop the drug usage. Stop the killing. We put the guns down ourselves. We rise up and we show God how strong we are. It's our disobedience to God that got us enslaved. God is on our side, but we have to be on God's side. We have to listen to our Father. We have to listen to God and follow him, and he will protect us. Look.
No, but I agree with that. Before we can cast stones, you're saying you love everybody. You don't judge them. It's God to judge. I agree with that statement. And we got to change ourselves and stop pointing our fingers at somebody else.
Exactly. And,
all right.
And it's to say, hey, I'm going to show you how much Jewish media can't tell me what to say. You like that, Ari? And I'm telling you, we can get a nice private room. Me and your wife can go in and work on the clothing line. I'm really good at it, and it'll be super Christian. Hey, Rom, it's okay.
You got a thing for his wife?
Absolutely not. I would not look at his wife for a second, but I do believe that the clothing line could use some creative improvement.
All right. Infowars.com tomorrow's today.
My
Nick
God.
Fuentes. Yay. I don't want to end this if you got more to say, but you got to catch a flight.
Got to catch a flight.
All right. Hey, Yay. I appreciate you coming, and I appreciate the First Amendment. And look, he's not taking the mask off. Yay was not here. Incredible impersonator. Wilbert Johnson was the impersonator. Wilbert.
Netanyahu was here, though.
Actually, Benjamin Netanyahu played Kanye West.
Hey, Netan, what you at? Hey, Yay.
Guys, here are the Justin Trudeau thing.
The netting shit is funny, though.
Talk to Owen and the rest of the crew. Owen, get in.
He got the Yahoo.
Here.
Do the last hour with Netanyahu.
All right. This has been incredible. Folks, free shipping.
Do the last hour with Netanyahu. I'm dead.
Infowarsstore.com's back. We need funding to stay on air. I'm going to get Yay out of here. I'll be back. Infowars.com. Share it everywhere. It's forbidden, and I love everybody. First Amendment sacrosanct. You just saw it. It's good to have these debates. It's good to have these open discussions. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Oh, that was great. That was great. So that was part 2 of the Alex Jones InfoWars Kanye interview. I hope all of you guys enjoyed that. That was really fun, hilarious. But Kanye is on some bullshit. That nigga is he's on one. But anyways, you already know what it is, man. Support the channel, hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App, cop the merch, hit the GoFundMe. Also, you can join the Patreon to support the channel even further. This channel is demonetized. This is another demonetized live stream. So, you know, work with me here, guys. I'm continuing to bring you guys quality content, but we're going to go ahead and send it to Jen Quavius to take us away. Peace. Hope you have a great weekend.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe. Hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pocket.
Y'all killing me with this shit.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more do you want from me?
Oh, look at Daddy.
He's not my grandma.
Really, Ava?
He's not. My dad's in jail and I miss him.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.